happy Friday night, everyone. Welcome. We're happy to be here with you. It's really nice to be here with you. We have a lot to talk about, I think, with cruising right now. I was just texting with someone, and I wanted to tell you that I got this really nice email from a Let's Go family member asking all these questions since they are first-time cruisers. So tomorrow, and they're really good questions.
Yes.
They're not funny things like, well, I don't know what's funny.
They're not funny.
But they're really good questions. And so I'm going to answer them. And I was just counting on all of you who have cruised as well to watch that. And then in the comments, put like what I missed or what I forgot or what was different in your experience. So I wanted to tell you to watch for that because I think it's going to be really important. It'll be really helpful because it really came home to me when Code 4 for Life mentioned since they're on the Royal Princess, they have 2,000 people out of 3,000 on that ship that are new to Princess.
Brand new, yeah.
So I wanted to tell you that right off. What else do I want to tell you? I thought it would be kind of fun here. There's not very many of us, so hit the thumbs up if you're here.
66 here already.
We have 66.
74.
Oh, this is awesome. Okay, now this is just a funny
so
side
don't say
note.
There's not very many of them.
You guys are wonderful.
Yeah.
Thank you. So when we were on the Regal Princess last year, I got the best haircut of my life. And so I just had said to Gordon, should I get my hair trimmed up before we go? Should I wait till we're on Holland America? Or should I wait till later in the summer when we're on a princess ship? So if anybody wants to vote, tell me what I should do. And I don't know anybody here remarkable at hair. Doesn't mean there's not somebody that's remarkable. I just haven't had the pleasure of meeting them yet.
She hasn't found them yet. She's tried.
So, yeah, I would really like to hear. I know that's funny. If you don't want to vote, you don't have to vote. So, let's see what else to comment about. I noticed that Linda and her husband John are back from their Island Princess cruise. Now, they were set to go on the Queen Mary and sailing from New York over to Hamburg, Germany. They had this huge trip planned, and I felt really sad when they told us about how that had been canceled. I felt even sadder, and I need to talk about this in a video, but apparently Queen Mary had contacted not all of the guests, clearly, but some of them, and said that you could end up on another cruise and end up in Hamburg. And so they didn't get to go after a really long time of planning, but they hopped on the last leg of the Island Princess's World Cruise that she was doing. They just got home, and I thought it was kind of, oh, Jeffrey, I just love you. You're a really good husband. I can tell that. Thank you. You're the best.
Anyway,
you are going to be the best princess present they have ever had. Anyway, thanks, Jeffrey. So, and Cruising for One, follow his channel. Go subscribe to his channel and his blog, Cruising for One. Google that, and it just comes right up, really easy. But anyway, so I was really excited to hear that they got home safely. And they said, though, that in 14 days, they only had 4 ports. That would be kind of hard for me, too. I love sea days, but only 4 ports. I was trying to think of how many ports. There's more than 4 ports in Antarctica, I think. If not, you know what? There is just so much. Is there 4? There is so much to see, though. I mean, you are constantly, at least I felt like.
Well, if you count the front and the end, that's 5.
Well, you're right. But but you know what, to me, Antarctica with Princess, you don't get off in Antarctica. It's not an expedition cruise, but there is so much to see, and you're so busy because you go to all, they've got lectures with like the naturalist and with the historian and the ice captain. They have one of the ice captains talk. They have 2 ice captains on a ship to Antarctica. And that's a whole different team than the captain.
And one of the ones we had was a former naval sea captain,
like for 30 years or something. Anyway, so it was very interesting. Anyway, so on that, you're like so busy trying to keep up with everything and look out be outside.
Go find those penguins.
That it feels like you have way more ports than you do. But anyway, Linda and John, I'm glad that you got to go. I'm really sorry about your Queen Mary 2 sailing, though. Have you guys been able to rebook? I was thinking about you and wondered if you'd found a cruise that you could replace it with. So let us know, and we should say hi. Larry is driving.
Larry was first, so go enjoy the game.
Larry, I hope that your Giants win. So,
but don't get sunburned.
Oh yeah, 96. That would be really nice. I think it was 59 here today.
Yeah.
Anyway, hey Janet, sure is nice to see you.
And Lori.
Hi,
Kathleen,
Lori.
Kathleen,
nice to see you. And Ontario girl, thank you, Ontario girl, for reminding us to remind everyone a happy Mother's Day to all the moms here. And if you are, if you're a lady and you're not a mom, it is okay, because you know what, you're a mom to someone. I think women have a lot of power and a lot of influence to a whole lot more people than just their children. So happy Mother's Day to all of you. Yes. So yeah, and we'll remember to tell the gentleman happy Father's Day. Yep. So we've
not all who wander are lost.
Nice to have you with us
Mig
from
is
Vermont.
in Federal Way.
Maddie, nice to see you. Let's see. Can we take a minute and talk about the stunning Star Princess? Yes, she is on my list to talk about tonight. I wasn't either. And yeah, long story. But I saw it really early. I was like, well, look at us here. I didn't know they were going to do it so early. So here's what I'm trying to decide. So vote on this too. Tell us what you think, truly. Because that Star Princess inaugural sailing is on August 4th of 2025, round trip out of Rome. So
August or October?
Did I say October?
I don't know.
It's August. It's
okay.
August 4th. Sure. They gave that day round trip out of Rome.
I thought it was the 5th. Okay.
No, it's the 4th. Okay. And so anyway, so this is going to be, other than that, when I got to go on the Beyond for the naming ceremony and inaugural, it was short because it's the one that was here when they brought her here to the United States. Her true inaugural was over in Europe earlier in the year, last year, right, for the Celebrity Beyond. So I have never been on an inaugural cruise that is like the full long cruise, and not for any cruise line. So this time of going on the Sun Princess is going to be the very first time. And right now we've got 3 people signed up to come with us, and it will just be me, because Gordon can't miss Antarctica and then that right in a row. And so I am trying to decide. So tell me what you think. Those are going to go on sale. Like, what did I say today? June 17th, they said. So do you think I should make a group for the inaugural? Shall I make a group for a little later? Should I be worried about going on the inaugural? Something about me just wants to be there.
Well, I put it on my calendar.
You did?
Yeah.
Oh, well, there you go. So what do you all think? Tell me what you all think? Because I know that, like, when I get to go on the Sun Princess, there are going to be like all these vloggers on there. I know. Mm-hmm. And so I don't know if my 2 cents matters, or if it would be more valuable if I plan on the next one going a little later. Everybody, like, see what you think. And I don't know. I'm trying to decide what to do about that. So, because I've got to grab a group soon. Like, when they come out, I think it's going to be very popular. The Sun Princess is very popular for the whole Mediterranean season last year. And then once she comes over here, she's got a lot of, she's getting booked well too. So I've just rummaged around a lot. Thank you. Not all who wander are lost. Thumbs up. So thanks. So yeah, tell me what you all think about that, and tell me if you're thinking you're going, like, on that August 4th sailing.
Someone says book the first 2 in case it's delayed.
Oh no, that's an idea. You know, with how close that inaugural is in February of 2024, on February 8th, to when we get done with our Antarctica cruise, I wouldn't mind if it got delayed a little bit. But you know what? I think it's getting so close. I think it's firm. Yeah. I really do. So it'll be. I've wondered if Princess has been, if they are really, if they've allowed time for any supply chain delays, or how it will go. But
Lori says your 2 cents matter.
You think so, Lori?
Yeah.
Oh, just think I'm just sending you a hug. Thank you for saying that. Okay, we'll sign up. If anybody else thinks they want to come, tell me and I'll make a group. Otherwise, we'll just go. But I think it would be really fun to go together. Like, wouldn't it just be like, who can do an inaugural better than the Let's Go family? I can't think of anyone. So if you want to come, let me know. Oh, it's 78. Hey, Yuki, in Seattle. Going to be even more warm for the next few days. Tomorrow it's supposed to be chilly and rainy here. So lucky you to get sunshine and warmth. So, hey, Belinda, nice to see you. Just sitting outside of Seattle on a land cruise for the next week. Wish it was on a ship. Well, you have a lovely time. I hope you have a really nice time, Belinda.
Russell's in Springfield, Ohio.
And Michelle
Sandy
in
is here.
Pennsylvania.
Jeffrey in Rhode Island. There's Patty.
Yeah. Hey, Patty. How are you? So nice to see you.
And still Mead
in Phoenix, where it's still late afternoon. Yeah. Let's see. You saved
Wow.
$2,000 on your 2024 cruise. Oh, that is awesome. Wow, Jeffrey, that's great. Was that like your Caribbean cruise? That's amazing. Did you book? Tell me when you booked it. Yeah, because I've been calling on some. I always I try to call on people's bookings, like when Princess, like they've got that spring into sailing thing now. So I've called on a whole bunch of cruises, and here and there they get tweaked, but not too much. Most of them they say, oh, that doesn't apply to that. But yeah, tell us, because that's remarkable. I hate to think of how much it was before. Hopefully it's a really super price now.
Yeah. There's Steve Meter, and here's Betty.
Hey, Betty, so nice to see
on
you,
the
Betty.
Crown Princess
sailing out of Vancouver
Wonderful.
to Alaska. Oh my goodness, just enjoy it for us, Betty.
Yes.
Yeah, that's just fantastic. Lucky you.
Alan's on the Discovery in 2 days.
2 days till the Discovery. I know. I'm excited to hear from Code 4 for Life too. I know. I was thinking the other day, I was like, should I be presumptive enough to offer my phone number and I could have theirs to text them and ask them things? I've been watching their videos, and yeah, so yeah.
Well,
but
I wanted to see what their follow-up was on that.
I know.
On that Crooners. They said they were going to talk to the captain even.
Yeah, I don't know if anybody. No, they said they were going to ask at their captain circle thing.
Something like that. Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, like I don't know how many of you watched my video today. I just am a little bit speechless about the dress code thing. I don't know. Like what? I don't know what. I know what I think, but you all think the same thing. But like, I don't know what's going on. Do you guys know?
How about we have we do a, I can't think of it. I'll go put on my swimsuit and just sit here and you say as you are, and we'll see who votes for the best looking.
See, yeah, that's just funny.
Yeah.
But anyway, Ellen, we just hope you have the best time. So let's see. Evening all. Heck of a
Eddie
week.
Albert been working on his house.
There's no cruises for a while.
Yeah.
Oh, good for you. But that's, I'm sorry.
Object
Does
lesson.
that probably mean some things broke?
That's what I was trying to think.
Yeah. We decided we should just keep cruising and get a new roof next year or the next.
I think roofs are overrated.
Our roof is fine. It's not leaking. Our house is old enough that soon we're going to have to get one. I said to Gordon, oh, that's going to be a couple of cruises probably. So,
well, if it had been that one that we took with the $3,000 plane tickets, I think it would have been one roof.
Yeah, we were sorting out, and did I say that in my video today?
Yes.
Yeah, $3,000 to fly into Rome.
Actually, $3,200 by the time it was
back from Athens. Yeah. Oh my gosh, we were both just sitting there thinking, we really want to go.
Yeah.
We can't go. We really want to go. How could we go? And then we're like, no.
Yeah. And that was main cabin. That's not first class. That's not whatever.
And you know what's wild is about those airplanes, like most of the premium economy is sold out, and there's only 1 or 2 Delta One seats left. There's lots of economy left or main cabin, but there's not.
Yeah.
So they're selling well. What was it that we saw the other day that on Delta they said that, like, is it 85 or 95% of their flights this summer to Europe are booked already?
Yeah, and also that they've got like how many more percent than they had in 2019?
Oh, they're adding 20% more seats to fly to Europe than they had in 2019. And so part of the price thing is that it's so popular to go there. So we're not going there. But anyway.
Yeah.
So,
Casey said, sure, the sun or the star.
I know. Can't wait to sail.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be really fun.
D. Adams.
Hey, Diane. How are you?
Okay.
Oh, she ordered her passport this week, and she'll get it in less than 3 weeks. That is awesome, Lori. I am really glad.
I didn't tell you this. So this morning I had to stop at Walmart, and there's a FedEx place in the Walmart, and they said, "Are you in a hurry? Did you get called on a quick business trip? Expedite your passport here." Oh. So
that's valuable.
And I meant to look into it when I got to work, but then
we'll look into that. Here, I'm writing that down, dear.
So yeah, FedEx may have expedited passport services available. I don't know if that's just meaning they'll get it to them tomorrow or whether they do any of the processing.
We'll find out what they do. Yeah.
Right.
All righty. Who is next?
Tom Brooks going on a cruise.
Oh, Tom, how are you? It's nice to see you and Carla. Yeah.
Let's see.
92
Matt
days.
Jerrigan's here. Lori's.
Did you get your excursions all booked and everything? I was thinking about you, hoping everything was going
this
okay.
is incredible.
Oh, thank you, Richard, very much. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Going to be on the Island Princess November 2024 for a 10-night Mediterranean with Israel cruise from Athens to Rome. What's the best way to book flights? We have never done an overseas cruise before. You know what, for that in November 2024, so those will come out probably like in November. Sometimes they come out just a teeny more, I've noticed, than a year before, or just a little after.
11 months. Yeah.
So start looking, and here's what I would do. I would look and see what you can find on your own first, and then also look at what you can get from Princess Easier, because those are going to be expensive tickets.
Right.
And so that's what I would do, and send me an email if you want, and I'll help you, because yeah, and I hope, do you have a travel agent? If you don't, tell me. I don't do that for everybody, but I'll help you, because I know you're in our Let's Go family here, and that minute, you know what, I know what cruise you're looking at, and I'm really excited for you. We looked at that they have one that goes over to Israel, and it's every year, like about that same time. And we looked at it for this year, but we need to be home during the time that goes. And so I'm really, really, really excited for you to get to go. But yeah, I would definitely look at Princess and see because if you can get something way cheaper with how expensive flights are now, I would do that. Otherwise, like when I was looking yesterday, when I looked at Expedia, here's some things to think about. When you book through Expedia, unless you, like when you look at all, like if you say, oh, I want to go from Salt Lake to Rome, and then from, Athens to Salt Lake, you put in where cities, if you're round trip out of, Athens to Rome. So you'll need to put in, flying from where you live to Athens, and then from Rome to home. It's going to bring up all these airlines and all of these prices. Be aware that a lot of those are non-refundable. So what I like to do is kind of look at all of those to get a point of reference. And for example, when we were looking there over the last several weeks, we've been doing this, looking and then comparing like with how much it is with Delta, simply because I've said before, we have the loyalty with them and the credit card, that Delta American Express, so we don't have to pay to check our bags. So if the price is close, then we do the Delta, because I don't have to pay to check our bags, and we might get upgraded. But along with that, be aware that when you buy a plane ticket, like directly from the airline, you can go ahead and check the box. Well, there's two boxes you can check. You can pay a little bit more and they'll refund your money to you, or you can insure it even more. And so we just do the thing, like refund it to you in actual cash. Mm-hmm. And we just let it go, because like on Delta, if you have to cancel your flights at the last minute, they'll just give you the e-credit, and then you can use it for whatever you want. Yeah. And so just be careful if you book your own flights and use Expedia or Kayak or whatever, all those different ones, make sure that you don't get one that's non-refundable, because if anything happens, you don't want to be out all of that money. Okay. I just wanted to say that. And then, go ahead.
No, go ahead. You've got the thought. I can.
My other thing is to think of when you're booking your flights, think of how comfortable you are with managing your own flights. Mm-hmm. So like if you are on your trip and all of a sudden your flight home from Rome gets canceled, is it a big deal to you to go online and rebook that and figure out something else? Or would you like somebody to do it for you? If you want somebody to do it for you and you have a travel agent, you can ask them to do it for you. If you have just you, and you don't want to do it, it's better to book with Princess Easier, because they'll do it for you. They've got the en route number. I can tell you what that is, but they'll do it for you, right? You can, they'll either notify you that it was canceled and what your replacement is, or if you notice it first, then you can contact them and say, I need this fixed. So kind of like think of how comfortable you are with managing your own stuff as well. But I would say that flying in to Athens and out of Rome it's like flying in and out of, to me, isn't it a lot like flying in and out of like places here in the US for the most part?
Oh yeah.
And they have English all over the place.
Very much.
They have they have English because it's so universal that so many people know it. So it's easy to find your way around. And so don't worry about that. Just get a taxi back or whatever to the airport, and then you hop out and you go in and you'll see the airlines lined up just like you do here.
Just realize European, especially Southern European, they have a slightly different attitude about lines.
There's no line.
Yeah.
There's no line. And if you think you're going to be in line, it'll never be your
Yeah.
turn. Because, and I don't mean that mean to, like,
No.
I love, like, somehow that's part of what makes them who they are.
Yeah, it
and
is.
why it is so magic to eat with them and to be in their
Yeah.
piazzas and all this. So, but yeah, if you're at the airport and they have those little
they'll
things, that weave you around, then that's a line.
Right.
But if you're just like going into somewhere and there's not those little weavy things to keep you in a line, you really have to wiggle your way up to the front. So
yeah. And I remember we had some
this
neighbors.
works at like when you're boarding the plane.
Mhm.
You have to do that.
Yeah, and I remember
or you'll be the last
we
one
had
on.
some neighbors who had been in and out of Rome, and this is like 25 years ago, and the horror stories they gave. And I'm like, when we went in and out of Rome, of course, it's only been in the last 5 to 10 years. It's been like, okay, it's crowded, it's hot, but it was not the horror
magic
that they give, and so maybe they fix things up and so on. But
it's the eyes you see it with sometimes too.
Yeah, definitely.
But anyway, Richard, we're so excited. So if you think of other questions as you go, send me an email.
And
thanks for your kindness.
So a little bit after you put that up, I put in a link to one of the videos that we did. It was while we were on the river cruise that you said, why use Easy Air? So it's kind of a summary of how some of the experiences we've had, both good and bad. And so
overwhelmingly, it's been good.
Oh, absolutely.
Last year it was not good, but all the time before it's been wonderful. And when we were looking at flights otherwise for what we think we're going to do, it wasn't cheaper on Princess. It was cheaper just to book direct. So we did. Yeah.
So go ahead and take a look at that video, and that'll give you a summary of some of all that stuff. So
yeah. And ask other questions if you want, if we didn't answer what you were thinking. Yeah. Thanks for asking. Yeah. Oh, from the Big Island. Look
Wonderful.
at you.
Aloha.
Yeah, aloha. Yeah. Nice to have you with us. Let's see. My hair before I go, I always do. Okay, thank you. I'm going to go get it done. And then like Jeffrey says, we'll do it again. Thanks. Let's see. Hey, Kathleen. Any news if the Grand has Starlink yet working yet? How's the medallion speed on the recent Grand Princess cruise? So they said it was really slow on the recent Grand Princess cruise, like not this week that's happening, but last week, but that they knew they were installing it. But you know what? Someone on the Discovery, I can't remember if I said this in a video or not, they are on the Discovery right now, and they said it has Starlink, but as they started sailing north, it really slowed down a lot. And so that might just be the nature of the beast with going north. It'll be really interesting to see. I hope the Island Princess has it by the time we're on her in October to go to Norway. But I expect it to really slow down there too, don't you?
Oh, that far north, yes.
But whenever we're in port, we'll find somewhere that has internet and try to keep in touch. Yeah.
So people are talking back and forth about
I wish I knew.
And other ships.
Was that your last cruise right before the lockdown, Bones? I think we all remembered like the last thing we did, like on a cruise ship before then, huh?
Or everywhere.
Oh, hi, Jim. Nice to have you with us. Love the Crown Princess. Something to be said about the older ships. Indeed, there is. Very much so. I hope they don't get rid of them soon. Yeah. Yeah. I think it's kind of fun that the Star Princess is coming back.
Yeah. So Bruce says he's here. And then here's a question from Tim.
Let's see. Sometime tonight, I would like to hear about your upcoming trip to the British Isles. Oh, here, Gordon, find the itinerary for us, would you? Here, just go to Princess.
I got it right here.
He's got it. So, Tim, it's on June 8th of 2024. It goes round trip out of Southampton, and it is 12 days long. And it has, how you look at those British Isles cruise, and some of them have more like in Wales, and some of them not so much. This one doesn't have so much. This is mostly Ireland and Scotland, and I think 1 or 2 ports in England. Here, let me tell you. So we leave on the 8th. There's a day at sea. And then on the 10th, we stop in Cork, Ireland. And I like how these are long port days, like 7 in the morning till 6 p.m. And the next day, we're in Dublin, Ireland from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Then the next one is on June 12th, we're in Belfast, Ireland. What's the hours? 7 to 9, 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. Like, that's amazing. You can have dinner there. Let's see. And then next is Glasgow, Scotland from 8 a.m. till 6 p.m.
Right. And then
a sea day. And then the Orkney Islands, which is Kirkwall, Scotland. And that's from 7.
7 to 6.
Thank you. And then Invergordon, Scotland, then Edinburgh, Scotland, then a sea day, and then we get to go down to the Port of Le Havre, and so you can go to Paris or Normandy.
Mhm.
And we're gonna go to Normandy, is what for sure.
Yeah.
We have to
Yeah.
figure out if the excursion sells out. I know who to ask because our Let's Go family member Tammy and her husband Dan are over there right now.
Well,
So,
a quick trip.
I think it's Overlord
Carrie
Tours.
was there yesterday.
Oh,
This morning.
Uh-huh.
Anyway, wonderful little
Was it?
thing on Facebook. Yeah,
Yeah.
he was quite emotional about it.
You know
So-
what? You cannot go to Normandy without being emotional.
Yeah.
And like to go see those beaches and just to feel where you are.
Mhm.
It is sacred ground there.
Very much.
And you
Very
know
much.
what? I love to tell you this, so y'all have to listen. There at the cemetery in Normandy, they have like on 2 sides, they have like maps of the war, like fighting, the maps. But then in the middle, they have the statue that's kind of like a person, like a spiral, like going. It's really just beautiful, and it says, "Mine eyes have seen the glory of the coming of the Lord." And I just think of all those young men and what they gave for us, and so I want to go there again. Yeah, I very much want to go there again. And it's a long way to Paris anyway. And we can do Paris another day. But anyway, so you asked, that's what we're going to do. We are going to, I was planning to have dinner so that whoever would like to eat dinner together can. And then we'll think of some other get-togethers. We'll see who wants to go on the same excursions if people want to. And if not, we'll just to get together to visit. I like the idea of getting together at least once a day for anybody who would like to. And maybe even often enough in the evening that we can talk about like how lovely everything has been on the day that we are on and what we're hoping for the next day.
And share any experiences.
Just kind of recap and and share so that everybody knows what to think about if they didn't get to see. It's like if someone saw something wonderful and they didn't get to.
Any more tips?
If they ever get to come again or just, I think it would be a really special time together. But we're really looking forward to it. We don't have tons of people signed up. We have a few couples, but they, like all of you, are just wonderful. So would love to have you come, Tim, if you would like. So you are welcome to send me an email if you would like to. And I'm happy to send you the quote for it right now. Okay, I haven't looked this week. Last week, the prices for the cabins that they gave me for the group are more than they are right now that I can get. So we're not and you can have any room on the ship you want. You don't have to be only in any category or in any area of the ship. You can have whatever is available that you would like. So, and if you have more questions, just ask me. Put them in here. Let's see. Oh, Kathleen said she would get her hair done before. Thanks. See, you guys, I knew I could count on you and give me a little clarity. Oh, Amy would love to do the transatlantic on the Star Princess in 2025. Now that sounds like tons of fun.
Oh, yeah.
Wouldn't that be awesome? Oh my gosh. I'm writing that down, Amy.
Yeah.
That would be really fun. You know, it'd be really fun is to go over like on Cunard or something. Cause I tell you, they have affordable rates over. They do. Yeah. And I'm not above writing. I don't mind taking an interior and going across the ocean at all. Like if that's what if that was a good way to do it, or a balcony. They have anyway, that'd be a really fun way. Go over to a little sightseeing and get on the Star Princess and come back.
Someone's asking if the schedule's up yet. No, it's not. They've just barely announced.
No, the things I was telling you that it's round trip out of Rome for that. And then they're going to do 9 and 10 day sailings from Rome, Athens, and Trieste. Thanks, Jeffrey, for telling me how to say that right. Trieste, Italy. That was just in the press release. And so the places that they mentioned, like Corfu and Kotor, Montenegro, I want to say Mykonos and Santorini. And I can't remember what else. Oh, I think maybe my papers are still here. Let's look.
Probably.
Okay.
Quick side for Glasgow.
Oh, Naples is the other one. Okay.
A quick side for Glasgow. Linda says, do the hop on, hop off if you're there all day.
Oh, thank you. I'm writing that down. Glasgow, hop on, hop off. You know, I really want to go. So they have like, what is it called? It's like their, what is it called? It's where you go to see all of their records about your family. And I don't know that we would have enough time to go like actually find, but using Scotland's people, using their website is the one that is how I found like my their great grandfather, like when he was born, and like they have even more records there and even more access to them, because I paid a lot in fees to be able to look at enough records to find him and be sure it was him. So that was one thing that was on my list. Has anybody ever gone there and done that?
Genealogical record is what.
Oh, thanks. Says. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, a genealogical record. Yeah, and Scotland's People is the website that, you buy credits and then you spend a credit every time you look at a record. Yeah. So you guys are great.
Yeah, because we've done we got to go. We found your some number.
Their great grandfather in Wales. We found his headstone there. So we might have to hurry and run over there again when we go there.
Oh, yeah. But, well, we've got time. Yeah.
So anyway, hey, Steve, he found I am so glad you found a hotel close to the cruise port.
We like Hampton.
We do like Hamptons.
Yes.
Also found a flight from Columbus to San Francisco, direct flight for both he and Bev, around 900. Nice. Oh, for both of you. Yeah. Oh, that makes me happy. Really happy. Good. I'm glad that it's that affordable.
Love those direct flights.
Me too. At $900, I think round trip for the two of you. I think that's really good. I'm getting excited. Yeah. They're going for their anniversary.
That's great.
I think 40th. Is it the 40th? Yeah, that's wonderful.
Someone said that we'll get to it, but someone said that when the new Princess ship's inaugural is, that's their birthday, 70th birthday, or we'll get to it.
Whose birthday? Princesses?
No, their own birthday.
Oh, well, you know what? So Princess started sailing in 1965. That was the year I was born. So I always know how old they are. But that's true. So in what year was it they celebrated their 50th? Today I can't 2015? No. How old am I? Oh yeah, it was 2015. Sorry.
It was the year after we first started cruising.
So if you think of 2015 being their 50th, it'll be Princess's 60th, and then you're going to have your 70th. How fun is that? Wow. Let's see. Alan says you can't book salon appointments for anyone under 18 prior to boarding. Does anyone know if that still applies after you board? My wife and daughter were hoping to get hair done at the spa services. You know what? I think that it's okay once you board, because I've seen people that they sure look like minors to me getting their hair done, and I've seen them getting their fingernails painted.
Yeah.
So I think that they will do it once you're under. But you know what I did learn with Princess, if you are sailing with a minor, they don't have a form that you fill out. I asked that the other day, and then someone was really kind in the comments and said they sail with like their grandchildren all the time. And so they just have their parents write it down, that they have permission to take care of them, medical, whatever is needed. And then they go get it notarized. And so come to find out, after calling Princess lots of times, that's what Princess does. They don't have a form. They want you to do it. But if a minor is not sailing with at least one parent, you have to have a passport, not just like the original birth certificate and the photo ID. And I didn't know that. I have done all of this training to be a Commodore with Princess. They don't mention the important things. No. But so heads up to all of you there, that is to me, that's a really important thing to know. So yeah, once you get on, you should be able to do that. No problem.
Which bodes to the fact of take your passport. Always travel with your passport.
Oh, I agree with that. Yeah. Like take your passport, take your passport, take your passport.
Yeah. And someone else asked the question on Facebook, and I forgot to post, but I know a lot of the family members did.
Yeah.
They were saying that as their children had done a permission slip for their grandchildren to grandparents, they forgot to put the date and information about the cruise itself, and then they had laminated it. I would think it's probably still okay, because it's just kind of a blanket statement. Keep it for the next time. Yeah. Maybe even just have them put a post-it and say this still applies for this date. I don't know,
No, if they didn't date it, I think it's okay. Yeah. Well, they'll, whenever they notarize something, then they always put the date.
There should be some date on there.
But it shouldn't matter. It's notarized. Yeah. Say if you guys think anything different. Yeah. Let's see. Everybody's talking.
169 days to Lego.
169 days.
Lori's,
Thanks, Lori. You know what? I am with you. I've reflected a lot about like going to places twice, and I think that is a place that is okay. Anywhere is okay to go twice if you enjoyed it. But I'm glad that you're going again. Yeah. That's great.
Ted K says hello and happy weekend.
Oh, hi, Ted. It's good to see you.
Now, where's PVD?
Oh,
He'll tell us.
I'm trying to memorize a whole bunch of those.
Yeah.
Oh, Ontario Girl says on Holland America, it's nice to have a mani or pity because you sit looking out big windows. How lovely is that? I noticed that on what princess ship did we go on last? Maybe it was the Discovery Princess when I was getting hair done. I think they have it that way on that ship too. It's just lovely. Thanks for saying that though, Ontario Girl. Sounds like a lot of fun.
That's Rhode Island.
Yeah.
It's Rhode Island.
Is it Rhode Island?
Yeah. Of course, it's Rhode Island Airport. All right.
Oh, thank you, Bones. Thanks so much. Everybody, thumbs up. Let's see.
Yeah, we're at 78 thumbs up. We got 150 people
You
here
guys are
right
wonderful.
now.
Thank you.
That's great.
So thanks for coming. Really, thank you. Let's see. Michelle says they're traveling with friends. Can we get a Wi-Fi package for 4 and split it? Yep. On Princess, you can. You just have to log out of one device before you log into the other device and have the information. No, you can.
Will it allow it because... Oh, okay.
You want it?
I don't know. Is it tied into the person?
Gordon and I usually just get one for the two of us,
Right.
and we share. But
is it tied into... I don't remember.
Your reservation number?
Right.
You know what? We don't know, Michelle. Try getting it and see if it works and then tell us. The worst thing that could happen is you have to buy one for the other reservation.
I just don't
if anybody has tried that, let us
2
know.
couples in 2 rooms. I do not remember because it's been so long that we've been on Princess.
Like one, because she's talking about one Wi-Fi package for 4 devices.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So.
You know what? That's a good thing. I ought to find out. I'm going to have to find out. You know what, though? If you call customer service or chat, they're not going to want to tell you because they're not going to want you to do that.
Yeah. And see, Jeffrey says Wi-Fi is on your reservation.
So you know what? I bet you, Michelle,
you can share it in the same reservation between 2 people in the same room. But
so just by room, if you're not going to use it tons, which sharing it with 4 people makes, I don't know. I would just get like one and share it, or else get the 4 pack.
But they can't share it across.
No, I just meant like you and your whoever's in your room, you could share your package and then they share theirs. That's a good point. Thanks.
Good job.
I love
Jim.
my mom. Jim, thanks for saying that. I'm sure she's very proud of you. Let's see. Cruising for one. Jeffrey, you booked on the Sun for 2025, but we'll change it to the Caribbean Princess once the bookings open. There, you know what? You are steadfast with that Caribbean Princess, and I just love that. Yeah, I'm really excited to see the Sun Princess because it's either going to be like, oh, we got to go on that again, or I'm going to be like, you know, it's okay.
See, Lori says she always shares it with a different room that you can't share with another.
Oh, you know what? Then I'd buy the 4 device then and give it a whirl.
Yeah.
If Lori's done it, it works. Yeah, that's awesome. Thank you, Lori. You're a sweetheart. Thanks. Thanks for saying that, though. Book the first 2 cruises in case it's delayed. Oh, here, click this one. Yeah, you did.
I remember we said that when you said it.
Okay, book the first. Oh, right. Okay. Do a group later. Never know if the first cruise will be smooth. That's a good idea. Yeah. That's a good idea, Russell. That's true. Yeah. And then we can all see what we think. Mm-hmm. And you know what? Those new ships always cost more. Like you look at cruises on, just how much the Sun Princess costs to go. And then you look at how much it would be to go on an older ship. And it is cheaper to go on an older ship. Oh, thank you, Jay McComb. We'll sign up then. We'll go. Lori, we are really looking forward to meeting you too. It'll be really nice. So nice. Let's see. Oh, thanks, Mead. You're a sweetheart too. Thanks.
Did I skip something?
Did you skip somebody? Oh, Jeffrey.
Yeah, I knew I'd.
Royal Caribbean.
I kind of glossed over.
Really? Oh, that is so cool. You know what? I don't get manicures very often. It's called budget restrictions, so we can keep going on things. Not that, but everything adds up. But I love that you said that, Jeffrey. That's awesome. Beefy, the proud inaugural. Oh, Marion, here we are. She's going to be 70th birthday, August 5th. So I think the Star Princess inaugural would be a great place for a party.
Mhm.
Well, if you want to come, let me know. Maybe I'll just make a group. It doesn't cost to make a group. And if anybody wants to come,
Yeah.
we'll just go have fun.
Yeah.
And we can always go again later, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We can do it again.
Yeah. Because I think it would be really fun to like fly into Venice and then cruise out of Trieste. I think that would be lovely. Really nice. Yeah. Like when Norwegian canceled their overnight in Venice, I could see people would be upset, but at the same time, I'm like, well, it's just not that far.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, that's great, Marion. Let's see.
We're glad you're here, Darlene.
9 days till we leave for Anchorage.
Nice.
Good for you, Darlene. That's
That'll be
awesome.
fun.
And thank you. You put really, all of you put really nice comments. I really appreciated the comment the other day. I think it was you that said something about telling Princess people, like the people on customer service, some things they ought to know. And I thought, you go, girl. So let's see. I feel like nice dressing is becoming less important to people.
It is.
Even at church, it's shorts and frayed jeans. I know. And I don't know. That's the part that I think I'm just speechless. Like, I don't know why. Even if, like one person put in the comments yesterday, when you're on vacation, just you do you or whatever you want. And I get that. But at the same time, I think some things are just not appropriate some places. Mm-hmm. It's like the silly thing of like, if you want to wear a swimsuit for your whole cruise, that's awesome. Just stay in the area, like out by the pool.
Just stay by the pool.
Out where that belongs. Yeah. And then if you want to wear a ball gown or a tuxedo your whole cruise, that's great. But I don't expect to see it in the pool, I don't know. I can't figure it out. And the other thing I can't figure out is like what Princess is thinking. Like, what is their goal with this? I don't think that they have really thought out the choices that they make.
Right. They're trying to get the money, but
it's
all marketing at this point.
But with the demand for cruising right now, I don't think that they would have a hard time filling up their ships anyway.
No.
But in the long run, if they make it so that it's not a pleasant experience, then all of these people that are their bread and butter are going to go somewhere else, Yeah. I don't know. So tell me, what do you guys think? That's a hard one. Watch your vid. Always
stay a few days each end. Mm-hmm.
Thank you. Includes the flexibility to get good priced flights. We certainly glad went to Antarctica. Good. That's a really good idea. Yeah. It's true. Yeah.
Yeah. If you have that flexibility, because of course,
and some people don't, but like Richard Nichols, if you do, like when you're looking at your tickets, like, when you go to Europe, you lose a day, right? So if you leave on Thursday, you get there on Friday, generally, unless you get a nonstop really early in the morning and you can get there, generally you lose a day. So, if your ship
on the
goes
East
on
Coast, right,
Saturday and you leave on Thursday to get there Friday to get on the ship, like try a day or two earlier. That's what we do sometimes to try to catch a better price or
and she's always worried about how much time I take off work. And so she's, well, as soon as we get back, you'll be able to go to work the next day. And I'm thinking, I'm going to be sure I'll be at work. I'll be there.
You do okay, don't you?
I do. Yeah. I just shut my door.
I don't know about him. Hey, Steve, it's sure nice to see you. Oh, we're happy to have you with us. Thanks for subscribing. Welcome to the Let's Go family. Let's see. There's Sailing Princess when the pandemic was announced. Haven't been since. Booked in November. What are the most noticeable changes we should expect in the Princess experience? Wow. Well, it sounds like the dress code.
No chocolates.
No chocolates on the pillows.
Yeah.
You know what? I feel like they are less. I do feel, and I would like everybody else to say that they are a little bit short-staffed. It's like when somebody, I need to talk about this still. There have been so many things to talk about, but they were saying that on, was it the Discovery Princess? I'll double check and tell you tomorrow. But it was one of the big ones up in Alaska, so it must be the Discovery, that they only have half of the buffet open for a full ship. Mm-hmm. Only half of the buffet open, only one side to serve that many people. And
on a full ship.
On a full ship. Mm-hmm. You can sit on either side, but if you want to get your food, it's a really long line. And, you're going to be a while. And
Yeah.
so I really do think that they are still more short staffed than they used to be. I've heard that lately about Celebrity. When we were on Royal Caribbean, that was really evident. Same
Well,
with Norwegian.
Norwegian, because they,
Oh my gosh, try to get a drink.
yeah.
Just for
Oh yeah, you
it.
could one bartender,
Mhm.
and the poor room steward went from 15 rooms to 18 rooms or 21
Yeah.
rooms or something.
Yeah, she was always, yeah. So I would say that they are more short staffed. On Princess, I think that they try really hard, though. They still have such an amazing crew. I would say that the food is not where it was before. It's
No.
not. And it's just kind of the thing that we say, like realizing where we are. We're here now. So we get what we get now. But I think you will notice a difference in the food, both in like how much they give you and in like the quality, and like, you can have more recipes that are just cheaper to make, and that's what they have. They have not quite as nice a cuts of meat, grated beef, and they're just smaller. But at the same time, I know that with the price of food, think of how much food you have seen wasted, and it's just not on cruise ships it's wasted. Go to like another restaurant, everybody eats what they want, and then they throw the rest away. Some people bring doggy bags home, but a lot don't. And so I would say, I'm sure they're doing that some, as cost-cutting measures, but also like to not throw away so much food.
Now, they
still have really good, it's still good though.
Yes,
like some
having
people,
said all that,
it's still
you're
great.
still going to be on a cruise.
You're still going to be on a cruise. I think that the entertainment is excellent.
Very good.
I would say that Princess's production shows, I feel like, have like taken a step up.
They did.
I think that they're even better than they were before COVID. That's better. My appreciation to be there is so much greater. I was really grateful to get to go before, but these days I don't get on an airplane or on a cruise ship without remembering when we couldn't go.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So to me, that's really, and you just take what you just enjoy being there.
Well, and along with that, even though they may be a little short-staffed, the staff that's there, they are so happy to be there.
Oh yeah, they're
and
happy
they
to
are
be
so
there.
Excited to be with you.
And they do a good job.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you can't be cranky with them.
No.
I didn't think you were going to be, Steve, but I've seen people be cranky with them, and it just breaks my heart. Yeah. So if anybody else can think of anything else that you feel like has changed, say so. Yeah. Would ya?
Someone just asked quickly, what about the comedy? Any ship humor comedians? We've heard
like both definitely on the Ruby Princess. And I said that in my video today. And there was another one that they said that comedian said they had been over 300 cruises, and it was just terrible. Yeah. So I would say maybe the comedians are having a rough spot on Princess, but those are the only, I can't remember, it was one of the smaller ones, I feel like. But so the comedians are having a little bit of trouble, it sounds like.
Yep.
All the free cruise offers I've been getting for the last 2 years are fading quickly. Oh, are they really, Darlene? Now, are your free cruise offers through the casino? I cannot figure out. Well, I don't know, and it's not my business. I don't know how much somebody has to, gamble, lose, win. I don't know, in order to get a casino offer. Yeah. I sure hear of a lot of people having them though. So let us know. Yeah, let us know. Are those through the casino or? Yeah. Hey, Jay, flying out a week from tomorrow. Oh, for the Crown Princess to Alaska on the 23rd. Oh, your medallion arrived today. Yeah. Oh, that is so exciting.
Quick side. Okay, I wore this tonight to show everybody.
Here,
so I've got here's my Apple Watch. Oh, quiet Siri. Okay. Whoops. Come back. So there's my Apple Watch. And this is the little holder that I get that just goes on the watch band and go on any wristband. It's just got a pass through. So if you go to our website, letsgotraveltips.com, there's a great big thing that says Amazon links, and it's one of the first items that you'll see there. So it's the same size of thing for an Apple AirTag or the Samsung little round things.
For the tiles,
but this is, I think, the one from, well, I haven't been on a Princess cruise. Well, it is my one from the Love Boat cruise that I didn't get to go on. I put it on there up until the last minute, being hopeful. So, but
he was really hopeful.
Yeah, but that's how I use, because then you just walk up and you go ding ding, and I have a separate watch band so that when I travel, I already have this on here. So I already have this on here so that when I'm traveling, I just use the plain one. And then the morning that we're getting on the ship, I put it on.
It's cruise day.
There it is. It's cruise day. So
yeah. So, but yeah, we are really excited for you. Let us know how everything's going on the Crown. Okay. I'm excited to hear like how many people hear about Starlink. I know that it maybe seem obsessed with that, but a lot of people want to know.
Yeah.
You know, I'm really excited. My sister is going to get on.
Celebrity.
Is it the Edge or the Apex? I'll look. This weekend to over in Europe. It's along, I want to say from Barcelona to, I don't know, but for a week. And so I'm excited to hear from her. She is one that works while she's on the cruise. She's not going to go on Princess till they fix their internet problems.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you very much. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Thanks very much. Really kind of you.
All right, let's get back to where we were. So anyway, that's the aside. There was another aside you wanted to do for Caroline's luggage tags. No, packing.
Oh,
packing.
You know, I've told you before, our daughter Caroline, she has a Etsy store. So if anybody needs a packing list, Gordon always links it below. So, and I got to talk to one of our Let's Go family members who said she got one for Alaska, and I asked her if it was helpful, and she said yes. So there, if you need a packing list, especially if you haven't been before, she's got some good things on there. So thanks you guys for letting me tell you about it. Oh, Jeffrey says, I'm finding once you pay for luggage and other fees, you might as well get first class and have a comfortable seat. Oh, there you go. That's a thought. We have never paid for first class.
We have been upgraded.
We have been upgraded.
So we have enjoyed first class. In fact, our cruise to Alaska out of Anchorage in 2017, that was a wonderful. That was, you know, she talked about
that was
today.
A magical trip.
Yeah, she talked about how wonderful the ship was and everything. Well, that was cream on the top because we got first class to fly up there, and it was.
I think we had regular on the way back.
Yeah,
that's okay.
That was just from Seattle.
No, but that's a really good point, Jeffrey. That because you should look and see how much everything adds up to. Yeah. You're right. It's like the thing of like when I was like looking at flights on Expedia, you first look and you're like, oh, this is like much less. But then when you really look at it, then you start adding on your baggage fees and like the insurance, all these other things. It's like, no.
Yeah.
So, hi there, Linda. It's good to see you. Home Tuesday morning from the UK on the Royal Princess. Oh, first cruise dress code. Person should have to be told to leave. I'm with you.
Yeah.
Not really sure if the pool was used. It was not warm enough for her to even go.
Okay.
So sorry about the pool. But I'm really excited. Really excited that you got to go. That's wonderful. Thanks for letting us know. Oh, hi, Kathy. How are you? I need to reply to your really nice email. 8 days till they leave on the land portion of their Alaska trip. And then we do the cruise part on the Grand Princess starting on the 27th. Sounds like that's the same week. Yes, it is the same week we're on the Eurodome. So we're round trip out of Seattle. So yeah, I'm excited.
Is Grand out of Seattle or Vancouver? Do you know?
I should know.
Yeah. Well,
I think it's out of Vancouver.
If we see you next
I'll
to
have
us,
to look.
Yeah, it's the same dock. If it is out of Seattle.
How fun. Well, they're doing their land portion first, so I bet they're coming down from Vancouver.
Oh, they'd be out. Yeah, they'd be out of Whittier.
Mm-hmm. So we're really excited for you, though, Kathy. Tell us how everything is on the Grand. Yeah, see how fast the internet's going.
Yeah, and look and see. Maybe we'll be in the same port. We'll look for the Grand Princess while we're out there.
Yeah. We'll look for you.
Yeah.
Let's see. One significant change is they are back to self-serve in the buffet. Of course, ships are sailing at full capacity. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So at the very beginning of the restart, those crew members would serve you food. And the only time now that they do is if they get too much like of norovirus on the ship, and then they'll switch it back again. But yeah, everything is. But you know what? I kind of liked them serving, and I just, I don't know. It was just really easy to say just a little bit, the first time when you try something, and then if you went back and wanted more, they were always really nice. But thanks for saying that.
This was 45
well,
minutes
here's
ago.
The gentlemen's of the hour.
They've come and gone.
Oh,
I'm sure.
Sorry, you guys. The internet is not good enough to join the live without buffering. We'll be back in Seattle tomorrow, and we'll join you all next week. Okay. We will be really excited to hear from you guys.
Because we will be back here Monday night.
Yeah, we'll be keeping an eye on your YouTube channel. Yeah. So safe travels if you catch this
Good
later.
point. Here's Tim.
Your congressperson has a website with a drop down on passport questions. Thanks for saying that, Tim. That is really helpful. Really helpful. And I'm interested to know because somebody here was saying on Monday night that they got theirs back in 3 months, and somebody was sitting at 5 months and didn't have it back.
Yeah. If you're here tonight, we hope that that's been able to get worked out. But check with your congressman person.
Oh.
Maybe that might be able to.
You think they can do something? We don't know.
Don't know.
But it's worth checking. Yep. Let's see.
Okay, we did that.
Yeah. Let's see.
Oh, traditional dining.
Oh.
There is.
Oh, yeah. They used to have, like one dining room you could do traditional dining, and the other, some of them have 3 dining rooms, some of them have 2, but they would always have one. Thanks, Kathleen, for remembering that. If you wanted to do traditional dining, and now they don't. So if you want to eat at a certain time, get a reservation. And if you for sure want to be done in time to start going to shows at 7, I'd be there when they open at 5. Like, make a reservation, and if you can't get one, go be there at 5 right when they open. But thanks for saying that, Kathleen. That is a big change, and a lot of people like it, and a lot of people don't.
Yeah,
a lot of people. And for a little while, it was rumored that Princess was going to bring back traditional dining to at least one dining room because so many people wanted it. But I don't think we ever saw it show up. Oh, that's great.
So she's continuing them too.
Well, and you know what, too? Another big difference is that now all of the ships have the medallions. And so, because before, just a few did. So during the shutdown, they outfitted all of them.
Right.
And so now you look at the schedule.
Everything is done through this. There's no cruise card.
Yeah, but you make your reservations in the app, both for the main dining room or for the specialty dining. So for specialty dining, you need a reservation. But for the main dining room, you can either make a reservation or you can just go when you want to eat. And truthfully, I think sometimes it helps to have a reservation. But we have been on ships before that the line, they'll have a line for people with a reservation and a line for people without. They seem to move the same, at least. Yeah. But so don't feel bad if you don't have a reservation, just go. Yeah. But if you really want to be early, go. And I would go get in line a little bit before 5 if you really wanted to be something at 7, because some people are getting right in and out, but sometimes it's taking longer. And I think that was the case before COVID. But if they're a little short on staff, I think you have even more of a chance to be a little more delayed. Yeah. Let's see. Sandy says, I often think about the Delta credit card promotions you shared. Wonder how it's working out for you. Well, you know what, Sandy, we have had our platinum one for a lot of years. And that has really saved us a lot. Like when our children were growing up, science fair was really big in our house. And so when we'd have to fly from here to Washington, D.C. for things, sometimes it was both of us went, sometimes one of us would go because somebody had to stay home because everybody else was in school.
Divide and conquer.
So we each got one. And so we have not paid baggage fees in forever. It's been really nice. And the fee, I think when we started it was maybe $95.
Yeah.
And now it's is it 135 or 150?
150, I think.
So, but anyway, so you go on one trip or 2 trips and you've paid for it. And then after that, everything you buy, you get miles towards your Delta. And then the one I just barely got in March, I'll let you know how it goes. I haven't flown with that yet. Have we? Oh, yeah. Oh, no, it had not come in the mail by the time we went on our trip to Europe. Right. So if we spend like $3,000 in the first 3 months, then I get 90,000 miles. And but I'll let you know how it goes.
We're doing our best.
I'll let you know if it's worth it at the end of the year, and we're trying to decide if we're going to pay for it again.
Right. Or get me one as well.
Yeah, we haven't decided if we're going to pay that because it's $500. It's a lot. But you do get the companion ticket, and the companion ticket is for first class. And
if you refer me to get one, we both get a little extra mileage on that as well.
Yeah. So we'll let you know. I'll let you know for sure, Sandy, if at the end of the year we're like, that was worth it, or if we're not going to renew it.
Yeah. So we're still looking on that. But like you said, the original one, it has been more than been worth it.
Oh, and every year it has been worth it. So you just kind of have to think, like, if you fly more than once a year, I think it's worth it.
Yeah.
I really do.
And they're sad to say there's been companion tickets that we haven't been able to use.
Well, during COVID.
Yeah. So, but other times when I've had to go away for business, I'll take her with me.
when we do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now that everybody's grown up.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I would think it's worth it because just even the companion ticket is worth it. It's buy one, get one free. That's how it works.
Right.
Yeah.
And yes, they're limited on which tickets they can be, but they've worked out.
But they always work.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So let's see. I would have been so scared when JetBlue kept refusing to let me on the flight from Boston to New York without a Brazilian transit visa. Oh, yeah, that would work. That would be worrisome. I do like JetBlue, by the way. I've flown JetBlue from Boston to Los Angeles, and it was really nice. I really like them. Stay away from Princess Easier. There's nothing easy about it. Well, and here's the hard thing for me, Brad, is so many people use it with great success.
Yeah.
I don't know. The trouble that we had, like, really killed me.
Right.
It was really, really hard.
There's our video of it.
Yeah, it was really, really hard on us.
Yeah.
And so I haven't.
Well, it basically made us look a little bit differently so that everything so far we've not been using easier.
Oh, but let me tell you this, though. We have Let's Go family members, and I had the pleasure of talking to her yesterday, and she told me that they always try to use Princess Easier because they were flying to a cruise, and they got their like departure time, like the ship was supposed to leave at 4:00. Their flights were delayed, and she's like, the minute we got off the plane, which was at 3:45, so 15 minutes till sail away. She's like, we were running. We ran from getting off the ship down to baggage claim, and the princess guy was standing there holding a sign with their name on it and said, we're waiting for you. Do you want to come? And their luggage was not there yet. And he said, if you want to wait for your luggage, you can wait. And or maybe their luggage didn't make it. But anyway, so they were waiting for them. And so she says, well, they'll send the luggage. He's like, yeah, they'll send the luggage when they find it. And he took them to the ship. They waited because they were with Princess Easier. Yeah. Now, of course, I can't promise that they always do that. No. But to me, that's a really good example of why it's good to do it with them. And if you come and you are so late that they couldn't wait for you, then they'll help you get to the next port.
Yeah.
So I get that. Let's see. Code 4. Yeah, both. I know. We were waiting for an update. I wish their internet had been good enough to stick with us.
Yeah.
So question, is the sanctuary a good place to view the sights in Alaska? Does it have shelter out of the weather?
Yes.
Okay, so it has like an awning cover type thing, like fabric.
Over most of it.
Yeah, over most of it. And then here's the only thing. When I am up there, I feel you do feel the breeze because it has like the panes of glass going around and air comes in between, so it's not like.
Well, it did on the older ships. Remember on the Regal when we were in the Mediterranean, there was no breeze whatsoever.
Oh.
Because they did a better job of being more tightly closed so that there were less gaps.
Oh, but they're going to be on the Discovery.
Right. So it made it more miserable for us to even use the sanctuary on the Mediterranean as the sanctuary.
Well, it was hot, but there was no service,
now
which I think is a glitch. I don't think that's normal.
But if you're going to be on the Discovery Princess, like you say right here, you'll not be hot.
If anybody can vote that's been on the Discovery and tried I've only been on the Discovery once, and Gordon wasn't with me, so I didn't do the sanctuary by myself. But you know what, Tom, you could tear up there. Like, you have to go there first when you get on the ship. Like, just zip up there right away
to make your reservation
to get a reservation.
Yeah.
And part of it is you could tell the guy, hang on to whatever day for me, and I'm going to go look around. And they let you choose which lounger you want or which cabana out of what is still available, and then you could kind of take a look at it. I've had a lot of people say that they really like either Glacier Bay there or Hubbard Glacier. Whenever they're looking at glaciers, they really like it there. I haven't done that, and so I think it's because we always have a balcony, and I just always am happy there. And then when I go up on the top to see everything, because you can see everything around and it's so pretty, I just like to look at it from there. I have never really thought about doing that, but lots of people have said they really like to do it. So that would be my suggestion. Just tear up there and see what you think about the view, what you can see, and like what lounge chairs are still available, because if there's only ones in the back where you're thinking you're going to relax and look out the window, but there's not any left, like what's the point of that, right? Unless you just want somewhere to relax. But it will be chilly, I think. It's not going to be warm, even if they sealed that air kind of good so you don't feel so much air.
It's still going to be cold because
it's still going to be cold.
Yeah, it's,
And for me, if it's really cold out, I prefer honestly to be in our balcony most of the time, because you can keep going in and out.
In and out. Yeah.
You can get warm and then you can go back out and you can still see out the window. And then when you go up on the top, you can kind of walk around and see everything. And then when you're too cold, if it's a chilly day, you can go back down. And if it's a sunny day, it makes a really big difference. I remember one time we were in Alaska, but it was a really pretty summer day. So up on the top decks there, it wasn't quite so cold. I still had a fleece on and a scarf
because the sun was out,
but the sun really helped.
Mm-hmm.
So that makes a big difference on how it'll feel too. But it does have shelter. If it's snowing, it's not going to be snowing then. Yeah. But if it's raining, it'll keep you dry. Yeah.
Yes.
Don't worry about that. So if anybody has anything to add, please do. Let's see. Expedited service can take 7 to 9 weeks.
Quote about passports.
Our processing time begins the day they receive your application at a passport agency or center. Not the day you fill the application. Thanks for telling everyone that. Yeah, if you really have a big rush, see if you live close to a city that will do it for you in a day.
Yeah.
But Bones is right. Thank you, my dear. Really great questions tonight. Thank you for saying that.
165 people with us. We got 110 likes. So thumbs up.
Yeah, you guys are great. What did Linda say here? American Airlines has plenty of empty seats going. Oh my goodness, and coming from Heathrow.
Interesting.
Heathrow, going to use Gatwick if I ever go to London area again. Or Sea Lingus to Dublin.
Aer Lingus is what you meant,
okay.
Yeah.
Take the ferry to Holyhead, Wales. I need to do that. I need to spend more time in Wales.
The train, that would be fun.
Oh, that would be fun. Yeah. That's a really good idea. Yeah, and when you go to Dublin, like tell me, and I'll tell you what painting to look for. Yeah, like it's called, here, I'm going to find that book. I have mentioned it before. I think it's called The Lost Painting, and they discovered it in this monastery not that long ago, and now it's in the Museum of Art there. Let's see, but it traces like the whole deal while they're trying to track down the provenance and everything about it. Okay.
Chica says happy.
By Jonathan Harr. Yep, okay. The Lost Painting. Jonathan Harr, Harr. Oh, hi, Chica. So good to see you. Happy Friday night. Hey, Heidi. Good to see you, too. 486 days until my first cruise ever. She's going to Alaska on the Grand Princess. Inside Passage round trip from Vancouver. I booked a portside balcony. Oh, don't think that's that's not a mistake, because you know what? You go up and you come back. So you're going to see the ocean on one side anyway, right?
But yeah, round trip from Vancouver. And as you go into each one of the, like Juneau and Skagway and all the ports, there's stuff to see on both sides. And they go in and then they turn around, they come back out. So
yeah,
don't
worry.
Yeah, everything is basically
same way with in and out of Vancouver.
Oh, like
you go see it's beautiful going out. It'll be beautiful coming back. Yeah.
Especially
no mistake.
Going up through the Rocky Point. What's that?
Ripple Rock.
Ripple Rock. I can't wait to do that again.
Yeah. So yeah, Heidi, we're excited. And you know what? Those 486 days are gonna fly by. So yeah.
Yeah.
They'll go much faster than you think.
So I like Bones is telling everybody,
Bones,
be patient. We'll get there.
I have to meet you in person someday.
Yeah. So the questions we're looking at now are from 624.
Okay, let's hurry. Okay.
It's 710.
Let's move it. Okay. Well, I'm sorry if I talk too long. Sorry. But you know what? When I ask somebody a question, I really like them to tell me like everything they can think of, so that hopefully they'll cover something I needed. So
Mary wants to see this again.
Yeah, see, it just like here, show her how it goes in and out.
See here, I'll take
Diamond Dave. I'll talk about. Here, you show that, and then I'll talk.
So it's just slides on and off. So that's it.
Yeah.
Diamond Dave.
Mary, did that work? Did that show you? It's really handy and it's really
I'll hold still.
inexpensive. So inexpensive. I should have worn
It
my
was
bracelet. I didn't know he was wearing
$13 or
his,
something.
but my bracelet was like $50. I bought it
Yeah.
on Princess, and you pop. Remind me to wear that on Monday.
Yeah.
And you put the medallion in and out, but it's like $50. So I decided that the cost per wear would go down over time, but it's expensive. But I really like it. What happened?
I'm doing this.
Oh, can you guys still see us?
Yes, they can still see us.
Hi there. So Diamond Dave was asking about Virgin. So you know what? I always thought, and tell me what you guys think too. We should vote on this. So I always thought that I wanted to give Virgin a try. And then Tony, La Lita Loca, he went on a Virgin, and like what he was showing on the thing, I was like, oh, that'll be good. But then he did another video about his Virgin voyages for you, and he shared a lot of things. And by the end of it, I thought, you know what? It sounds okay. Probably not quite what I'm looking for is like Princesses or like Celebrity is. Or even Norwegian or Royal Caribbean. For some
people, it's perfect.
And so for me, I would probably, since I don't have, like unlimited money, I would spend my money. I would rather spend it on Princess or Celebrity right now. But so if you have not seen Tony's video about that, like I recommend it.
Just do a quick search.
Yeah, just like La Lita Loca Virgin Voyages. Mm-hmm. Thank you, Diamond Dave. But yeah, so I think for now, I don't think I'm going to do that right now. I can't say never, but I think for now I'll just stick with spending our money with, like I said, most of it with Princess, then Celebrity, and we'll go from there. I do want to try Azamara though. I've been wanting to try Azamara. I got to do that. I think that would be very nice. Oh, from the shore of Lake Tahoe, Petite Cherie. I bet it's beautiful there. But it's really pretty nice to have you with us. Sanctuary is covered. They have well, thank you, Sailor 365. I should get up there on an Alaska cruise. They have a cold weather package that includes rockfish chowder, beaver tail, blanket, earmuff, champagne, a hot drink, a souvenir mug, and a photo. Wow. Thank you, Sailor 365. I'm gonna, you know what, when we are on like on our Norway cruise, for example, we could try out the cold weather package.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, okay. And we'll show you guys.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Thank you.
I
just never think of really going there when I'm going on a cold weather cruise because I am always cold. I was cold before I didn't have a thyroid, and now I'm cold. So let's see.
Well, and I'm looking forward to the hot chocolate you talked about on the
I know.
No, was it on split pea soup? Is that what it is?
On Holland America, they do on the day. Well, hopefully they'll do it in Hubbard since they took Glacier Bay off. On the Glacier Bay day, they have a time that they will bring around these little cups of split pea soup. Very traditional, I think, from what they said, Dutch. And so if you're on an open deck anywhere, whether you're out on the bow of the ship or if you're on one of the decks going around, they'll give you some split pea soup. Good. It was really yummy.
Good.
Yeah. 1 month until we cruise to Alaska on the Royal Princess. I am so excited for you, Ellie. Really excited. You'll have to tell us about it. Okay. Does anybody else here on the Sapphire on May 24th? Let us know. That's to Alaska.
2 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
sooner than ours is, like 3 days sooner.
Yeah.
Hey, Michael, good to see you. Looking forward. The Grand Princess, June 10th for a cruise tour. You're going to have to tell us about it. I have watched a lot of videos about the lodges for Princess. And I want to go there. I guess I want to do some other things more than I want to do that since I haven't done it yet. But let us know. And does anybody know if they have blow dryers in those rooms? If anybody knows, somebody has asked that question and I keep forgetting to ask. Like in any of the lodges, Princess lodges for the cruise tours, if anybody knows. But Michael, have a splendid time and let us know how it goes. Last year, I was so worried about everybody doing a cruise tour because so many people were getting COVID. And then they had this company that managed it up there that was not doing a good job.
They were having a real rough time.
So I'm glad that's
We're
over
hoping
with.
that the staffing is back up to.
So see, Lombard, my thoughts on Princess Promotions. I don't think it's a cruise timeshare. I think it's a gimmick to sell you
future cruise credits.
I do. And this is what I also think.
It's
Okay.
poor marketing. Bottom line.
I think it's poor marketing, and I think it's done by a third party company. So, a third party. So if you buy in and you buy like, your like, how they have those different levels that you buy, like $7,000 gets you this many future cruise credits and hotel stays and yada yada. If if that company fails, I don't think you have anything. It's like any company that you would invest in. And like I said, when that Princess Promotions first came out, future cruise credits were never meant to be an investment instrument. That's not what future cruise credits are. They came about a lot because of COVID, and also because, if a cruise had to be canceled or funny things like that, not run of the mill. Here's a good investment for your money. I wouldn't do it if it was me, and I'm not doing it because the other thing is, when you look at like those hotel stays, I was trying to look up. I haven't done it for a few months now. It was back when a lot of this was coming out. I was trying to look up where they, and a lot of them wouldn't say where you were staying, or the ones that they said that they were including, they weren't that expensive. So I thought you could just book there on your own. Or if you're going to cruise out of somewhere, there are just as good places to book for just a greater price or better to do on your own. So, it just makes me nervous. The whole, like their whole website just looks kind of gimmicky.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't have the feeling to me of a really secure, good program. So tell me what you think.
Yeah.
And I just would be so upset, like if people lost their money on that.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And future cruise credits at some point expire. They're incredibly, I don't know that you can even transfer future cruise credits. I know that like you can buy, like if I had future cruise credits and Gordon's coming with me and he's going to be in my cabin, I can pay for like his cruise fare with it or his easy air flights, things like that. But if you have an awful lot of them and then something happens and you're not able to use them, I don't know what happens. So if anybody has anything to add, please do.
Yeah.
Let's see. Tell us about the itinerary, the inaugural cruise out of Rome. Can you find that, please, on the Sun Princess in February?
Yeah.
I know that it leaves out of Barcelona and it ends in Rome. And it just goes along the coast. It's 10 days. Gordon's finding it here really quick for us. I know it has Naples on it because I would just do about anything to go to Naples except for pay for $3,000 each for plane tickets. Because then I had the bright idea, let's just go there. Well, that doesn't help the plane tickets.
No, plane tickets are still.
He's grabbing that itinerary for us really quick. Isn't it on our website?
For which?
It's the inaugural out of Rome for, on the Sun Princess next February.
Oh, I thought they meant the Star Princess, because your inaugural.
Sandy, which one do you want? Oh, so okay. I'm so sorry, Sandy.
Yeah,
I was thinking Sun. You're thinking Star.
Because we were talking about the Star.
You know what? That schedule is not on a website yet, Sandy or Casey. It is simply in Princess's news release today. So go to princess.com, scroll clear to the bottom, click on News Center, and you'll see that news release. But here, I'll just tell you what it says because luckily I'd left my paper here earlier. Let's see. August 4th. Sailing a 9-day inaugural Italy and Greece round-trip voyage from Rome, featuring the destinations of Corfu, Kotor, that's Montenegro, like I'd said earlier, Mykonos, Santorini, and Naples for Capri and Pompeii, followed by a variety of 9- and 10-day cruises and sailing from Rome, Athens, and Trieste. To visit the idyllic coastal ports, Star Princess cruises will go on sale with the larger Europe 2025 program release. Did I say June 17th earlier? It's June 1st. I said June 1st earlier this evening. I said June 1st in my video. I got it right because we're going to be on our Eurodom cruise. So if anybody wants to book any of those and you want help with it, because I'm good at Europe, I'm good at anywhere, but you can send me an email and I'll call you with the Wi-Fi calling. But yeah, isn't that so exciting? I'm just really excited. And I think it's really fun to see Princess go and sail out of some ports by Venice because we've not seen that for a long time. Like since they got rid of the Pacific Princess, she used to go up into Venice and up that way more, but we haven't seen it. So I think it's kind of exciting. And in looking at a bunch of the 2024 cruises, they've got, they're a little bit different. They do include more of Venice. And Yeah, I think it's great that they've got some. There's a little bit more Spain too than I think we've historically seen with Princess. So just so many more options, so many more places to go. So let's see, all day in Glasgow. I would use the Hop on Hop bus tour to see and experience more than we did on our half-day Princess excursion. You know what? Thank you for saying that. I really appreciate it.
You wrote that down.
Yeah, I've got hop on, hop
Right.
off here. Oh, Marion says they did a private Overlord tour in Normandy. You know what? That is who
Right.
Tammy and Dan used to the Canadian sites, and it was an excellent day. They had a group of 10. That's amazing. That's wonderful. I'm gonna write that down. Maybe I should call them and get a tour set aside.
From Caharo is going to Alaska.
Oh, from the big island of Hawaii to Alaska
Right.
on May 20th. May 20th. That is like next week.
Coming right up.
Yeah. We're really excited
from
for
tomorrow.
you. Yeah. Wow. Enjoy. Hey there, Common Plant Queen. We wondered where you were. Nice to see you. Let's see. Has anyone done the river hop on cruise in Paris?
Down the river? No.
No, but they're not hard to do right there on the Seine. Yeah, and they're beautiful. You have to kind of look up a little bit because, when you sail down, you see the sides of the river.
Yeah.
But they're beautiful. Yeah, they're beautiful. I even follow somebody that not on a cruise. It's a separate thing that they just barely did them this year. Oh, Jeffrey has. I thought of you, Jeffrey. Yeah, it's just great. Our daughter did one when she was there, and she said it was so beautiful. So, yeah, a lovely way to see the evening, see the city in the day or the evening.
Mm-hmm.
So, Darlene said her first Alaska cruise was October 18th, 2021. It was amazing. It got dark earlier, but was the best cruise I've taken and was solo.
Good.
I love that. Yeah, in 2021, they ran those really late, didn't they? They did. But I'm glad that it turned out so nicely for you. Yeah, I think it's going to get light early. Well, I don't think I know on our Norway cruise.
He's older than Princess. Is what he said.
So is Gordon. It's really cute.
Not much.
Hey, Senior Sea Dog, good to see you on the Normandy tour. Oh, they did a tour with locals. I highly recommend this as they walk on the beach and will customize the tour to fit your desires. I love that. Thank you for saying that. I'm going to write that down to recommend to people too. Tours with locals, I think they do a really good job, like in most places, don't they? Because you have people that want to tell you about where they are from. So thank you very much. Hey, Tracy, good to see you. Every time I try to send an email, it says invalid recipient. Retype it again.
Yeah. Try this.
Try let's go travel tips. There's no apostrophe or there's my A and then a period, Larson, Larson.
At
dreamvacations.com. Right. Yeah, with an S on vacations. Sorry, Tracy. I know we should have picked something shorter for our email address.
Well, we could do Allison at letsgotraveltips.com. I can create those.
Oh, we could do that.
Yeah. One of these days we will.
Maybe you'll have it all flow over into one though, so I don't get lost.
Oh, yeah. Just drop into the same one.
Yeah. Let's see. Hey, Mead says, does anyone have an opinion regarding older ships such as the Grand versus newer, like the Discovery Princess? Yeah, no. There's a lot of things that are the same and a few things that are different, I would say. It'd be fun to hear what everybody else is saying.
Right.
Like for Jeffrey, you've noticed Cruising for One, he is very partial to the older ships. Mm-hmm. I like the older ships. I love that deck 7, that promenade that goes around. You can
especially
sit out
when
there.
The bow is open.
You can sit out there in the lovely little chairs that they have, very traditional, and enjoy the ocean going by right there in front of you. Or you can walk around. A lot of people walk circles around, or I just love that. There's just more charm, I would say. Definitely more charm. And by charm, I don't just mean worn out, just more charm because they were built for longer ago than everything that is built now that is so sleek and so just more modern looking, I would say. But at the same time, like the Discovery Princess is splendid. She's beautiful.
Yeah.
But so is the Grand Princess. I don't know what to say. Yeah. I do like how, like on the Discovery Princess, and when you think of like the Majestic Princess, their pools are made a little bit different. So like on the Grand Princess, I think she's like the Caribbean, that you have 2 pools. Mm-hmm. You have one pool that has like the movies Under the Stars, and then you have the other one that just has the bar right there.
Yeah, and on like the Star and the Sapphire, they had one of them covered.
Yeah, on the
Mhm.
Sapphire, I think they still do have one
Yeah.
that's covered, and on the Coral, on the Coral one is covered.
Right. Now, on the newer ones, do they all have the aft pool? Majestic does not. Majestic has very, very little pools.
The Majestic is different because she was going to be in Asia, then that didn't really work out.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, everybody else I would just say there's nice things about both. The smaller ships, though, we really like we were looking at at the Baltic Heritage Cruise, and it is on the Sky Princess. And so when you go to her, like when we went to Stockholm last time, we were on the Regal Princess, and so you end up at a further out port. You have to ride the bus in for an hour to get into Stockholm because that ship is too big to go clear up through the archipelago and come up right by Stockholm. The smaller ships can still do that. And so to me, look at the itinerary and be aware of some things like that. Some of the bigger ships are going to have to you're going to have to tender on, or are not going to be able to go all the way in, whereas the smaller ones can. So that's really important.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'd like to hear what everybody else says. Let's see. Statement: to seek medical care for a minor is a good idea, even if grandchildren are staying on vacation with family members. Oh, yes, I agree. Yeah. You're right. It's very important. And I was really surprised. Princess doesn't require that. They don't require that. They will tell you that you need to have the minor have the passport, but they don't require that form. They don't have it, and they don't require it. So I'm bright enough to know you got to have that. Because I said to him, I'm like, well, what if something happens and the child becomes ill?
Yeah.
Oh, no, they need to have their passport. That's to me, and I don't know, I called 5 times, and I chatted, and that was the best answer that I got. And so I would definitely thanks, Linda, for saying that. I would definitely do that too. Let's see. What do you all think of Princess Guaranteed rooms? Hi there, Jim. You know what? It depends. So those guaranteed cabins in every category are always a little cheaper. So if you're on a budget, take a guaranteed cabin. Be aware of the risk. If you want a balcony, it can be anywhere. That's right. Yeah. If you're picky, I don't generally get a bill. We got a guaranteed junior suite on Royal Caribbean, and it was just fine.
Yeah.
But we looked to see where all the junior suites are and decided it would be okay in any of them. So if you're going to get a guaranteed balcony, look at the ship and make sure you're happy with every balcony. Now, for our Eclipse cruise, we still have 1 cabin left. If somebody wants to book it, send me an email. I've sent several people emails and haven't heard back for sure on anyone. But it's a guaranteed balcony. But the rest of it's waitlisted. They're just letting me have it because someone canceled. And so if you really want to come, you take the guaranteed balcony, right? So luckily we have some Let's Go family members who are going to come. Last week on Monday night, I mentioned it and they signed up, which makes me really happy. Let's see. If you are Ruby or are a past Princess cruiser, can you gamble, or do you?
You can gamble and do guaranteed and hope you get an upgrade.
Oh, yeah, and hope you get an upgrade, or you can bid for upgrades now. Bidding for upgrades as Princess is a big deal. But when you book your cruise, you can indicate if you don't want to be open to any upgrade or if you want to be available for complimentary upgrades. But yeah, then that whole bidding thing, you can bid if it's available. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so that's a good way to do it. And I know people that do it and they always win. So it must be okay. Let's see. Hey, Tom, how are you? Good evening. Really nice to see you. Thanks for being part of our Let's Go family, Tom. You're amazing. Thank you.
I like this.
Once asked for a permission note, even though not needed. We distracted my cousin while riding. She forgot to mention her child and just said I had permission to go to Seattle. Funny things happen, don't they? Yeah, let's see. Have a big birthday cruise. Find all those early August birthdays. That's a fun idea, Michael. Everybody would like to have a birthday on the ship. That would be lots of fun. That's a really good idea. Let's see. Oh, I like the Royal Princess, Jim.
Yeah.
Yep, I've been on her 2 times. Yeah, I think the Royal Princess is a really good ship. If anybody else that's been on her recently, let me know. But no, anything that I've heard about the Royal Princess, even as of late, is she's great. Yeah. Let's see how, and you know what? I will add that, when you're on those big ships and like they were saying, on the Discovery that they only have half of the buffet open when they're serving like the meals. That's like not a ship problem. That's a staffing problem. So just wanted to make sure y'all know that, you know.
Yeah.
Let's see. Hey, Kat, how do I find out what days are formal days? I see the white and gold party going on the Caribbean Princess, June 17th to the Caribbean. You know what? Usually they're on the sea days and they're not on the last night.
Yeah.
And so look at the sea days.
But are they including that now in the app?
Well, yeah, but I don't know that it's showing up for her yet on June 17th. Like, you know, it'll show you in the timeline of events. But then I would look if there's not 2 sea days, that's not the last day, then look at the other days that you get back, like if the port date ends earlier, like at 2 or something like that. That's a good way to do it. Do you see anything? Gordon's checking ours. It's under the activities right there, Journey View.
Journey View. Okay.
So, yeah, Gordon will look and see what he thinks. But that's generally when the formal days are. So, like, even if you set sail one day and the next day is a sea day, $50, that's a formal day. Yeah, and often if you have like 14 days, you'll have like 3. So, yeah, I got a kick out of that little email that I read you in my email today, in my video today, about how they said, you know, on the second formal night, dress to impress. And so I think that they're equating a little bit formal night with dress to impress, even if it's subconscious,
This is
just
what
by
it's
their
showing.
reading.
That's all you. Nothing.
Yeah, you have to wait until you get on the ship. Yeah, can you move this up a little bit for me? I'm doing something wrong.
I'm sorry.
All right, here. Just in case, hey Jana, just in case someone, I don't know, doesn't know.
Yeah,
we bought a soda package for our grandson when we wanted to order a drink for him from the app. I had to change the profile on my app because he didn't have a phone. Thank you. Yep, you got to have that medallion, the app to go with the medallion and to go with your package. Thanks for saying that. And so, like, if a husband has a phone and the wife doesn't or doesn't, yeah, you can have different, but you got to change the profile every time. Thank you for saying that. Yeah, I like that. Princess versus Royal Caribbean. You know what? I would just say, I think they're both the same. Like the Royal Caribbean is more like your amusement park at sea, right? It doesn't mean like Gordon and I went on it and we liked it just fine.
Well, but the ice show was fantastic.
The ice show was amazing, like really good. Like you would have thought you were at Ice Capades.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
They did a really good job. But the big difference is that you have a lot more people who want to be on a ship with, like, you know, the water slides and the racetrack and the flow rider and the all that kind of stuff. And there's nothing wrong with that. You just kind of, to me, you choose like what kind of like the vibe is that you want. But a lot of people, I know a lot of people that go on Royal Caribbean and they don't particularly use those. They just love being on the ship. Yeah. And I want to get to go on the Oasis class because I want to see the diving shows. There are so many cool things to see. I think that even if you don't want to go on a water slide, you still like that diving show, the ice skating rink.
They have the Starbucks and they've got the Central Park.
They're down the middle. Yeah, I think they're really good. Yeah, like going to the mall with kids. That kind of sums it up. And you know, when we were in the main dining room eating dinner every evening, they kind of had like this whole section that just had tables for 2. And so they put us over there because that's where we were. But they also had lots of big tables for, I saw a lot of extended family there. Yeah. And I think it is really good, especially if you have younger kids that want to do all those things. It's a really nice way to do it because they can do that in the day and you can do your thing. But yeah, Princess, like they call themselves the relaxed elegance. Yeah, like going to the mall with kids.
Well, and I felt like they let you get more individual pictures instead of having to do the picture package.
Oh, that's true.
You know, there was so there's a lots of little things about both of them.
Yeah, you could easily pick one picture. That was no problem.
Right.
Yeah. We didn't get a picture though, did we?
I don't think we did.
I don't think our pictures were that great. No. But I don't think we were really into it. So yeah, it's okay.
And they had and Princess we know is coming to it where they had the drinks that you poured yourself, the freestyle.
Oh, they did. You know. They gave you a tumbler one time, and that's what you had to use to get your soda, which was plastic, which leads us over to the plastic martini glasses that they seem to have straightened that out.
Right.
But it is like a plastic tumbler. So if you wanted to have a glass, which I didn't do, you would have had to gone somewhere and track somebody down for a glass to be able to use to drink. And so
Mm-hmm.
that wasn't. But if you were up at the buffet, you could show them your card and they would see that you had the package and they would give you a cup, a glass, a plastic glass of your soda.
Right.
But in the evening, though, if you were in the main dining room, they would give you a glass of Diet
Right.
Coke. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I think with the dress codes, it's what is called electronics impedance mismatch. Nobody is doing any wrong. Their normal is not the same as the others around them. That's why ships offer different things.
Mm-hmm.
You know, at Gordon and I had this big talk about not near so fancy a vocabulary there. You've got Jeffrey. You're amazing. But yeah, because I think that's one of the things I need to do my video about why it is handy to have a travel advisor, because you want to think of what you really want to do when you're on your cruise. And none of the cruise lines, not one is better than the other. Yeah. They're all just different, and it's for a reason. So everybody can go and experience what it is that they're looking for. And everybody else, as a general rule, with them will be looking for the same thing. So nobody would be like, what are you doing standing here in your swimsuit? They'd be like standing there in their swimsuit too. Do you know what I mean? It's not bad. Yeah. It's just different.
Well, it's like Jim's simple question: Princess versus Royal Caribbean. Yeah. And Holly, Holly talking here about Carnival versus Princess. And so you really got to determine who am I? What do I like? What do I not care for? What do I don't? What doesn't matter?
Well, but you know what? I know, like Steve and Bev Lewis, they go on Celebrity, they go on Princess, they go on Carnival, they go on Royal Caribbean, and they love all of them. Mm-hmm. So I think sometimes too, depending on where you're going or who you're going with, or what you're looking for on that
year you're going,
all these things. Sometimes the answer is different. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I signed up, like I said, I got signed up for a Carnival cruise. November 5th, I'm going on the Carnival Celebration because that's where the Dream Vacations Convention is. And I feel like it's important for me to go. So I will tell you all what it's like. Yeah. So I'm excited to see. I feel like I should try everything once. So Tom was on a 7-day California coastal on the Royal in April and never received a survey link from them. Has anyone had this experience? I have. I wasn't on there on April 8th, but I never get a survey anymore. I haven't gotten a survey since before COVID.
I think they come just to mine, but sometimes I don't know. There's been a couple I didn't get either.
Yeah. Can anybody else say, are you all missing yours? Yeah.
Now, I forgot about this.
So sad for those booked with United or Southwest. The stress. I hope so too. Yeah, what a mess. I should talk about that. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'll write that down to talk about that tomorrow, just in case somebody's not watching the news. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
I like what Meade says here, that we'll try to keep this.
Princess courting the Carnival crowd is sort of like CNN doing. Wasn't that amazing? I know that was oh my gosh. They wind up alienating their core. Yeah. Well, yeah, and I don't know, do you ever wonder, this is just me, and I'm sure I do this with some things in my life, you make a decision on something that seems really small without thinking of the whole thing, right? That you're what, I'm going to eat the orange chicken tonight. And maybe that's a bad example when you're allergic to orange and you just think, well, that sounds so good, but what am I going to get in the end? You wonder if they're even thinking. I think they don't want to confront anybody. I don't think that they want that to be a thing. I think they just want people to come and be happy no matter what they're doing. But I would also say, and tell me what you think about this, I think that often what you wear sets a tone for what you do. And if you want to let people wear whatever they want, be ready for them to do whatever they want. Mm-hmm. And for some people, that's safe and okay. But for some people, it's not. No. So, and do you think I'm right? Have you done a Princess Cruise tour in Alaska? You know what? I have not yet. I start the land portion on June 16th and then get on the Sapphire Princess that next week. Oh, I am so excited for you. Really excited.
Sapphire Princess is beautiful.
The Sapphire Princess is beautiful. Mm-hmm. You're going to thoroughly enjoy her. And I think does the Sapphire still have
the open bow?
I want to call it Luke Skywalker Lounge. Skywalker.
The Star Wars thing on the rack. Oh yeah, somebody talked about that. In fact, about the spoiler on the back of the ship.
But if they do, because I can't remember right now, like get yourself up there. The views are spectacular, and go there in the middle of the day, and it's generally not
quiet.
busy. It's quiet, and it is beautiful.
Yeah, we were up there one time. We spotted some whale.
Yeah,
from up there.
Yeah, it was really pretty. But yeah, I'm really excited for you. Yeah, I dragged our feet on what we were doing in July and August this year because we weren't sure when our son was moving, and we're going to help him move, but that's more in June now. And so, so a whole lot of options were off the table. So yeah. Thank you, though. We'll have to do that soon. My bride and I are enjoy dressing up and getting pictures. We took over 200 pictures from the ship's photographers on our first cruise on the Caribbean Princess. That is wonderful. Yeah. And aren't those photos also good?
Yeah.
They really do a good job, don't they?
Yeah.
Like the photo that Gordon put up for our live, that's a photo from a princess cruise, like the first one back in August of 2021, isn't it?
No, the one on the sorry.
Yeah.
That one.
So they do. Michael, thanks for saying that. And you know what? When we went on our first cruise, I didn't even know photos were like really a thing. I knew that they took a picture, but I didn't know that they were like really good at it, and you could get so many good photos. So thank you for saying that. So if you're somebody who's going to go on a cruise and you want to get lots and lots of pictures, you might want to look at that, the Premier package. If you think you'll use that, like everybody for the most part uses Wi-Fi. Yeah, I'll have to pay your gratuities. And then you throw on that package, the photo package, and you still get your specialty dinings. You still get all your, like all the drinks that you want to drink, whether you're somebody who loves coffee, clear up to all the alcoholic beverages and everything in between. If you like photos, I think it's a good deal.
Well, and I know on a couple of our pre-COVID cruises, we did buy the photo package that we got all the photos. I mean,
well, but then it was like $199.
It was a lot cheaper,
for all of the photos,
right?
Yeah.
And they made the suitcase heavy.
Yeah.
But
yeah, Michael,
nice.
Thanks for saying that. I think getting photos is wonderful.
Oh, here's another change.
Much better since the pan. Oh, Betty, thank you. So, Steve, if you're still here, that's right. Yes. You used to have to go in person. Now you can watch it on the app on your phone, or you can watch it on your stateroom TV. And on Princess, it keeps track that you did it. And then once you've done it, or even before, you can go to your muster station, and it's like listed on the back of your stateroom door and in your app. But you can go and they just have you swipe your medallion. So yeah, that's a big deal. Thanks for remembering that, Betty. Yeah, I forgot about that.
The e-muster drill.
Yeah. Let's see. Only half the buffet is open. Half the calories. Wouldn't that be really nice? I wonder, like, if they have a hard time, like, keeping all of the dishes full, though. If the ship is full and there are so many people eating. I've had that thought. Let's see. I know they closed half late breakfast to set up for lunch. Okay. Thanks for saying that, Tim. Thanks for saying that. Got off the Crown Princess. Hi, John. A week ago, food in the main dining room was surprisingly very good. Much better than on the Discovery Princess. Booked with Cunard 11 nights. Oh, my goodness. Well, let us know how Cunard is. Yeah. I have noticed that Cunard has some pretty good fares to Alaska this year. So yeah, that's great. Thank you. And please really do tell us how it is. We'd like to know. The food on the Caribbean and Princess. Oh, thank you, Jeffrey. Was some of the best he's ever had, except for the Crown Grill. The beef Wellington was over the top fantastic. Was it really? So see, maybe things, Steve, let us know when you go on your cruise. This is a really good time. It'd be really fun to hear because some of us have been cruising more since the restart. So sometimes things get a little muddy in my mind, like trying to remember every little thing. So let us know when you get back what you thought, like what was different, and truly what you thought of the food. And you know what? I think it does depend a little. It clearly would have to depend a little bit by ship because you've got all these different chefs. And even if you give one chef the same recipe, you're going to get a different outcome. Thanks, Michael. Yeah, those photo packages really have changed, haven't they?
Yeah.
Gotten more expensive. Oh, in 2019, the ventriloquist was great. I like you adding that. Let's see.
Mead is still getting free.
Oh, are you still getting free offers?
Yeah,
good.
And they're casino ones. He says.
Good. Yeah, we've seen several people still getting those. So was it Darlene that said hers have slowed down? Maybe like go to the casino more. That's the only thing I've got if they were casino ones. I'm not encouraging you to go to the casino though, but that's the only thing I know. All comedians seem to have put passing guests in their shows. Yeah, we're not in 5th grade. I know. Sometimes you hear those and you're like,
Okay, I'm leaving.
Who's here?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's
So-
see. Oh, both Kevin. Oh, 40 and a wake up. Yes,
I
40
thought he
and a
was
wake
30
up.
and a wake up.
Oh, it is 30 and a wake up.
He's 40 now, though. He is in his 40s.
I found that the casino offers on Princess are pretty generous, with neither of us spending much in the casino. You know what? I have heard that too. So, Darlene, maybe see if there's something wrong. Like, call Princess and say, why am I not getting these? That's really good. But if you guys don't follow 30 and a wake up, his name is Kevin. You should go follow him. He does a really good job talking about, and he's been on a lot of Princess ships. So he's living on cruise ships for a year here at least. So let's see. I don't take much on a 7-day. I take about $400. I've done 5 free cruises since restart. I have a 16-day Panama Canal, Tampa to Seattle. Wow.
Wow. For free.
That's fabulous for free. That's really nice. Really nice. Good for you. Well, maybe once you go on that, they'll pick up again. Oh, thanks, me. Thanks. You're very nice. I wish like we could hear all of you guys over here. Words with R like worm. Now I'll just let Gordon talk.
She grew up in the Midwest, so I don't know. But my dad used to always say "warsh" instead of "wash." Anyway.
Let's see. Since the return of cruising after COVID, I have been on 5 different cruise lines. Amy is very well traveled, and all of them, in my opinion, are short-staffed or have a more inexperienced staff. I think you're right, because you know what? I wonder, it'd be really interesting to know, like, really what percent of the crew they lost and didn't ever return, even that had maybe been with them for a long time, because those people had all that time that they had to figure out a way to earn a living for their family. So
yes. Mm-hmm.
You know,
yeah.
That's a really good point, Amy. What are the thoughts about the sanctuary on Princess? I can't find a way to book a reserve.
You cannot do it. Book it.
No, you literally, I'm not kidding, Tom. When you get on the ship, get on as soon as you can. Tear up there to the sanctuary. Like look on the deck plan how to get there, so that you know, because it is truly first come first serve.
Yes.
And so if people are on a back-to-back, they can sign up before you can, and then anybody that beats you up there. So you can sign up for a half a day or a whole day. So on the half day, you can do just the morning, or you can do just the afternoon. And so yeah, you get up there and you sign up for a lounge chair or for a cabana, whatever it is that you want. So really, you have to I tell people don't want that to go directly. When we're on a cruise and we want it, we go directly there. We should make sure we go directly there. We got to try out that cold weather thing.
Yeah.
Let's see. Tom says, on my Princess Coastal cruise, someone I know who is in the casino every day got an offer from the casino while on the ship before one company was on all of the ships. Thanks for saying that, Tom. Yeah, I've heard of a few people getting an offer before they get off. So go the first day. That's, I think, maybe a good idea. Oh, I need to learn about casino free cruises. Please research with your Okay. Yeah, they do. And so I don't know if you want to send me an email and tell me like how much you gamble, how much you lose, and we'll see if we can find out a way to do it. I just know that people that use the casino very much, you can get everything from a free cruise to a discount on a cruise. Like say the cruise would be $1,000, you can get it for $400. So and some of them you have to call the casino line to book, and some of them, like you can get people that get a lot of casino offers. When I'm booking them in Polar Online, I can put casino in as the code and they get a discount. And so, and that's separate from like the free cruise offer that they get that you have to call the casino department for. So yeah, we should. Yeah. So if anybody wants to send me anything, I won't tell anybody's name, like who said what, but yeah, if you have any experience to share with me, because I don't gamble. Neither does Gordon. My personality, I'm one of those people, I would keep putting money in thinking, okay, the next time we're going to win. The next time until we were out of money.
I gambled once in my life and I won big.
You did? Oh, I didn't know that was a gamble.
Maybe it was a gamble for you.
Oh.
Okay.
So,
and she's still wondering how that reward is.
Oh, it's worked out great for me too.
Jeffrey says on here, I had Gordon and Allison make me a video of how to get to the sanctuary. He did. He did, and we gave it to him. Do we still have that video? Oh, it's up. Yeah. It's up there. Okay. Yeah. Well, find it. Just search sanctuary. Yeah.
but I guess that would be a different ship. It was
That was
when
on
we
the
went on the
Caribbean
Caribbean
Princess.
Princess. Yeah. But we like went directly there. We didn't waste any time. So fly first class. Heck, I take Southwest Airlines. They don't even have a first class section, but the first 2 bags are free. That is awesome, Mead. Yeah, see? That's awesome. That's really great. I wish they flew internationally. I don't think they do. I tried looking the other night and it wasn't coming up. I normally, cruising for one. Jeffrey does too. Only about $250 less round trip for first class on American. Oh, okay. I get you. So it was $250 less.
Michael.
Hi, Michael. How are you doing? I just wanted to say hi to you. I'm glad you came. Let's see. Is Skagway easy to get off and on for elderly who walk slow and needs a cane? Is it tendering this season because of the rock slide? I know you said they are busing people. Is it easy to get from the ship to the bus? Okay, here's everything I can tell. And if anybody can share more, it would be awesome. So where they are parking the ship, you can't walk along the rockfall place. So understand that, like, here's the whole dock. Here's where the rockfall is. And down here, they are still, and here's town over here, okay? So if they dock you right here, they're not going to let you walk here. So I think they're going to pull those shuttle buses right up to the ship and then just bus you right down, and then that so that you're not walking by there. I would think that they would have it so that you could, people that walk slowly, people will just wait while they get on the bus, and that's okay. With tendering, the elderly can walk slow, or anyone that can walk slow that needs to walk slow. Don't you worry. The sticky part comes with the wheelchairs on the tenders or the electric scooters on the tenders. That's a whole different thing, because to get down to the tender, I'm trying to think if I have ever been on a ship. I don't think so, that you haven't had to go down a bunch of stairs. And then also, like the electric scooters are too heavy for people often to lift, or if the people can't walk that are on the scooters or in the wheelchairs, you have to be able to walk some to be able to get onto the tender and to get down into the tender and get back out. And so that's where the sticky part is.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what? Not all of the ships, it sounds like, are having to do that, Kathleen. And so hopefully you'll be on one that will just pull right in, because there are lots of docks there in Skagway. There's not just the one. And so just hopefully you won't get on that one, but if you do, you just help whoever it is with you that needs a little bit of help and get them out there to the bus, and people can just, everybody gets on the bus at their own rate, so everybody can be patient. And I'm sure that if they need like a walker, they could put it under the bus, right? Because they can just pop the door up and put it in for them. And the same with the wheelchair, right? They just have to be able to do those steps. Hope that helped. I'm really excited for people to give more information on that whole situation. It'll be good to hear from Code 4 for Life.
Yeah. Mead's got a point of reference here on casino offers.
Oh, thank you, Mead.
He wagered about $600 total over the 7-day cruise. Ever since then, he's been getting offers for free interior cabin.
Oh, thanks, Mead.
Not bad.
Since then, okay.
Yeah. Another change, bring your own chocolate.
Yeah, Diane, that's, yeah. If you want chocolate at bedtime, bring some. Yeah. But, they have so many treats on the ship. Well, hi there, Robert. Your grandson had a baseball game.
That was an hour ago.
Robert and Judy are coming with us to Alaska. We are really excited. So excited. Yeah. I'm just having a hard time with Holland America and dining time still. So Monday I'm calling early. Yesterday I called twice. No, okay, Barbara. She says, so you're saying you don't have a designated dining table anymore in the main dining room. Here's the deal with that. On several ships, people say that if you ask the maitre d', you can keep the same table if you come at the same time every evening. I honestly think it would be easiest to do that if you come early, like at 5 o'clock, or if you come later. If you really like later in the evening, like when it's not so rushy, like it may be like 7:30 or 8. But if you want that, go ask the maitre d' when you get on board the ship. Yeah. On that first sea day, not the first sea day, on the embarkation day, the main dining room is open for lunch. I would go talk to him then and say, I would really like the experience of having the same table, same waiter every night. Can you please help me with that?
Right.
What time should I come? How should we do that? That's what I would do.
See, and a number of them are saying that that's what they had.
Yeah.
It worked.
Requested the
Yeah.
same table after the first night, had the same table
Yeah.
for the next 15 days. Yeah.
So, and I like this note from Bones.
Note to all, meat is a savvy travel. I know, $600.
Yeah, but look what Mead says.
Just cheap. No, that's just great that you're getting lots of free cruises. So you probably just use the free ones, right? I was gonna say maybe you would get a discount on some of them too. Yeah, that's great. Yeah. Alrighty. Thought my mother's hadn't come, but turns out finally came. Oh, and she didn't tell you. That's how moms are. And I'm a mom. Still took a long time, and they're listing longer times. We need to see if I'll be alone to Alaska.
Huh.
Oh, I hope they get them. I hope it's okay. Yeah. Because there was something about they didn't have their birth certificate. What was it? I can't remember. Not all who wander are lost. I remember you said something last time. Let's see. Hi, Evelyn. How are you? For your trip to Alaska, are you taking the coat you wear during the river cruise? I really liked it. Wanted to get something similar. You know what? I'll get Gordon to link that afterwards tonight. I loved that coat I took on the river cruise. You know what? I hadn't quite decided. I was trying to decide if I wanted to take that coat or if I should just use a fleece. And I have a puffer coat. Living somewhere cold. I have more than one coat, but
we got a lot of coats. We both do. No, I got a lot of coats too. I'm not just
and I have the hardest time getting rid of coats. So anyway,
is it the
but like a puffer
jacket? Bauer?
It's the Eddie Bauer one. Eddie Bauer women's. Oh, it is. It's on there. I know it was $125, and when I ordered it, I was like, oh, I hope I really like it. But it is fabulous, and it's a good price for that coat. It's a down coat, and when I got home, I washed it. And I put a tennis ball in when it's in the dryer, it came out just perfect. So you definitely could take that to Alaska. I was going to look at the temperatures and see what it looks like next week for the next week and kind of make up my mind.
Well, that's right.
But I might take it and it is really nice waterproof too, because it like when it rained most of the time we were there, and like the rain never came through and my coat was never wet. Just like the outside got wet, and you could brush it off. I love that coat. And I don't even work for Eddie Bauer. So, yeah.
Yeah, and you got me a new Eddie Bauer for the trip.
I did. And he said, and so I said to him, before we went on the river cruise, I said, you know what, you need to get a waterproof windbreaker, depending on how warm it is. And we should get you an Eddie Bauer one. He's like, no. And he got one from Sam's Club. And it doesn't breathe. Yeah. So he didn't end up wearing it because it's fine for maybe some things, but not for being outside all day and walking. Yeah. And but anyway, so bottom line, listen to your wife. Well, I was just going to say, some things you want to spend money on and some you don't.
Exactly.
And like we have like some cheap substitutes for some other things, but for that we got the real deal.
Yeah.
So Evelyn, I'll let you know that last week of May, I'll let you know. I might just take that warm coat because I hate to be cold. And I want to be out on the open decks a lot because there's going to be so much to see. Beautiful scenery, wildlife, everything. So
someone just asked, why do you put a tennis ball in with the coat?
Oh, whenever you dry a down coat, you have to put a tennis ball in, or else the feathers will lose their loft.
Yeah,
it's not just an Eddie Bauer down coat. It's any down. Like if you're drying a down comforter, you got to put tennis balls in there, or else the feathers, it's gonna go flat, and it won't keep you as warm either. Yeah. So.
Now, wasn't that the one that we talked about?
The Discovery Princess have a white knight. Yep, I think it does. The white and gold knight, Mary. Yes, we're hearing that. It seems like those are showing up like across the board. So if you want to do that, take something white or gold. And if you don't want to, still go participate. Yeah, listen to my
yesterday.
I don't know. Well, today I also read that email from that nice lady that sent it to me. Let me try. Sorry, let's see here. You look at the next question. Maybe I took that.
Thomas
one back
is saying the
desk.
Star Princess elite bookings are May 31st, and everybody else.
Thank you, 1st. Thomas. You're awesome. Just love you to pieces. I'll write that down for elite. So.
Juliana's heading out tomorrow.
I am so excited for you. Have the best time. The weather does look amazing, doesn't
Yes.
it? I was like, wow, it's already that warm and it's just May. So I'm really excited for you, Juliana. Enjoy every minute and let us know how it goes too, because we all want to know. The Island Princess has a secret deck with no glass. You walk to the front of the ship and go through the door that says keep closed. Then walk farther and go through the next door that says keep closed. So is that like right on the front?
Isn't that right above or below the bridge? They had it open in Antarctica on the Coral.
Yeah, on the Coral, because you know they're sister ships. Yeah. Is that the same thing, Tim, or is this different? It was like, how deep do I want to say it was? Maybe 10 feet.
Yeah, and it's
I don't know. It was packed with people.
Yeah, and it's deck 11 or 10 or
I think it was 10.
Yeah.
Because I went out there for a while. It was so cold. I just stayed as long as I could. It was so cold. And I had on every layer and like hats, and it's just cold. But thank you, Tim, for saying that. Yeah, and say if it's that front deck there. I don't think I still have my papers here about that white night, but it says something about like a night of romance and something else and a special party in the piazza. So yeah, go see about the party in the piazza. When we were on the Discovery Princess, I think it was like it didn't start until like 10 at night, I want to say. Tom maybe remembers. We just had so much fun. Do you remember, Tom, what time that started? I don't remember. And I don't have my paper here. I thought I still did.
Okay, so Mary.
Oh, here we are. Oh, a night of romance and celebration. Celebrate Love Boat style with the Love Boat piazza party taking place on the second formal night, dressed to impress. Inspired by the beautiful piazza, the evening's theme is white and gold. And then it says, you can participate in a live interactive game show and party experience. The evening will feature our musicians, dancers, cast, and crew, including a love-themed game show hosted by our cruise director and Fortuna Luck.
There you go.
And that was a crew member dressed up like a lady pirate, I think I want to say. So, and then themed food and beverage offerings, including the romantic love potion cocktail.
Ooh.
So there you go. There's your white nights, Mary. So... But you can wear whatever you want. I feel like that's important to know. If you want to bring something white or gold, do. If not, just still get yourself over there if you want to. The next door is the brig.
Do not enter. Do not enter.
And you're right. Yeah.
This is where Mary.
But it was unlocked in a jar when I went, and we heard about it from other people.
They told us to.
Oh, did they?
It was announced.
Okay.
Yeah, it was announced.
Because I mean, I was by no means the only person out there.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this is where Mary had asked about this, but then somebody just now asked about a link to the Amazon store. So I just barely put in the link to our website where we've got all of the Amazon stuff.
Yeah. Thanks, you guys.
Yeah. See, I was going to I can do that right here.
Oh, it's okay. Who's next?
Jonathan. Yeah, we've been here 2 hours.
You know, this is the funny thing, Jeffrey. He says like the lost stateroom for Jonathan Hart Travel. You know, every time I go to think of the name of that book these days, I didn't used to think that, but now I know Hart Travel because we've watched so many of their videos. I was like, it can't be Hart. I'm just thinking of it because of that guy. It's really good book. I really like it. It starts in Rome.
Rebecca's here.
Hey, Rebecca. Sure nice to see you. Thanks for coming. Let's see, Thomas. Dublin, Holyhead, and it was easy as a foot passenger. Thank you very much for adding that. Thank you. Thank you.
Let's see. Oh, it just jumped.
Oh,
again.
Judy, we're really looking forward to meeting you too. Really excited. The doors are to keep the water out. It just says keep closed. Do not enter. Oh, thank you. Yeah. Okay. Hey, Donald. Nice to see you. Oh, did the Azamara Onward in January for 10 days. The Caribbean was the best experience I've ever had on a cruise. Was it just that amazing? I think anybody I have heard that goes on Azamara just absolutely loves it. And I need to plan ahead better because I was looking at their cruises now just for like in July, and most of them are sold out. At least the ones I wanted are. So I need to be on the job better. But some of them weren't that more expensive. They definitely weren't more expensive than the celebrity ones, and they were not all more than they were on Princess either. I was pleasantly surprised on some of them. So it's a good place to take a look. Oh, thank you, Tom. You
It's
guys are
everybody
all
here.
wonderful. Don't we have the very best people here?
Yes.
Like, I would put you all up against anyone. Anyone come out on top. Let's see. Mead says hot chocolate is better when you pour in a few cupfuls of Bailey's Irish cream. We'll see if you have the package. You can do that and not have to pay extra. Let's see. Darlene, you guys make it. Yeah, you're wonderful. It is a great channel because you all are here. Otherwise, it would just be us sitting here by ourselves. Let's see. For us cold intolerant people, that's how I am, Betty. Like, no joke. Gordon will tell you it can be 80 degrees in our house, and I'll be like, "Are you cold?" And I have on a sweatshirt. I got the bracelet gadget called the Ember Wave. It heats or cools the inside of your wrist and really helps. Oh my goodness, the Ember Wave. Well, I'm going to write that down. I would just never need the cool thing. Thank you for saying that. You know, they have those little hot pocket types things. Like, what do they call those? Those little heat packets that, like, you slap it and then it gets warm.
Well, yeah. They're not hot pockets.
Then you put them in your pocket. Yeah. Yeah, we took those with us last time.
Apparently, Betty looked at them and said,
"Oh, they are expensive. I'll just keep a sweatshirt and a fleece and a coat on." For minors, what identification do you need for Anchorage? Gotta have a passport. Yeah, you gotta have a passport, Kathleen. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. It took 5 phone calls to Princess till somebody told me about the passport thing. Couldn't find it on their website. Like I said, it was not in the training that I did to be a Commodore. So who knows how many people know that, right? So So if you don't have a passport by the time for minors, by the time you're going, and I was one of the parents going, it's just if one of the parents isn't going, is what they told me. And so if one of the parents is going, you don't have to worry. Just take the real copy of their birth certificate. But for minors, but oh dear. So yeah, just if the parent's not going. Cold enough in the South, I need a jacket most of the time. We went as far as Norcop, which was cold.
Yes, it is.
Yes, costly, but it does work. Well, that's good to know. Yeah, we went to Norcop and had the best excursions there. The best excursions. Didn't we have 2?
I'm sorry, Norcop. Oh, yes.
Because we did one where they take you out to that big globe thing that you see, you know, for Norcop. And then we did this other one where they take you out on this boat. And it is so cold that, like, you have to put on these jumpsuits that are, like, insulated. They just have them on board the ship. You find whatever size that fits you and you put it on. And then we went out to see these, like, small island with these birds.
It was a bird sanctuary.
Yes. It was spectacular. We'll have to try to find footage of that and put it up.
Yeah. It was
wonderful. They took a bunch of video. It was so cool. So cool.
It was really something.
And you really felt like you were in the North Sea. Like you were in the North Sea. It was amazing. And the ship that they have you on is like mid-size. Like, think of like a tugboat. Wouldn't you say like a tugboat?
It was and
but you're just like rocking the whole time. But
I mean, cool. it was rainy and cold and stormy.
But it was great.
And at first I'm like, why are we doing this? But then I figure these guys go out here twice a day, every day. They know exactly what they were doing. Yeah. Diane
loves the older ships. She says the big princess ships have nice cozy nooks, keeping it from seeming too big. That's a really good thing. Lots of little places tucked here and there where you can sit down.
Well, and you talked about quiet places in the library.
Oh, yeah. The library. And somebody said something else. I'll have to dig it out. Oh, that's right. That's a nice quiet place in the daytime. Yeah. Yeah, really nice. Center transfer picks up in Anchorage.
I thought we looked that up at one point.
Oh, did you? Here, I'm going to write it down.
Write it down. We'll...
Princess. I was going to say I know how to look it up if I had your booking. I don't know how to. Did you look in your travel summary at the itinerary or at the itinerary that look at your itinerary where it lists all the ports and see if it says like your transfers, or look under, like I said, on your travel summary and see if it lists it there. If you have a travel agent, ask them to tell you, because they can tell you. Okay. Let's see. Princess City Center transfer picks up, but we'll look for it too. Picks up in Anchorage. Oh, what was your favorite Princess Cruise? Hi, Lulu. Nice to see you.
That's every single one of them.
I think they're favorite for different things.
Yes.
I think y'all know if I can go anywhere in the world that I want, I always go to the Mediterranean. Love that. Just love that. But Antarctica was just amazing.
Oh, that was.
And so was Norway. Like,
Yeah.
Norway is so beautiful. Our oldest son said, well, you're going to come back and mommy's going to say it's not the Mediterranean. It's not the Mediterranean, but it is equally cool. It is so beautiful there.
I mean, that first time we were out there and we were on the phone with our son talking about, and she was like, well, it's just different here. It's different, but it's just not the Mediterranean. And then we went through, and the sun and the moon was coming up and the sun wasn't setting, and with the islands, and it was, then you're like, wow, this is pretty in a different form.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and the Baltic was really cool. I'm so glad we went to St. Petersburg when we could.
Yeah.
I'm really glad we did that.
Well, like you talked about our Alaska cruise that we took on the Star.
And that was like so last minute. I think we booked it 2 weeks out and went.
And that was part of what made it so fantastic, was we had a lot going on at home. And it was like, we needed a cruise.
He was busy. Way too busy.
And we just went, and it was a short cruise. And like you said, everything about it was great. So it just made it all that much better.
I guess that goes to show you can take any princess cruise and it can be wonderful. That's what I would say. And I don't think that's an overgeneralization. Yeah. And I would say if you take one that isn't a dream come true, give it another chance.
Her worst princess cruise would have been the Love Boat.
It would have been.
Because I wasn't there.
Just because he wasn't there. But I still had a wonderful time. He doesn't want to think I had a wonderful time, but I did have a wonderful time.
Well, and I know she had a wonderful time because of you.
Yep. Everyone
because
was really
all
nice
you
to
were
me.
so kind and gracious to her.
People invited me to eat with them.
About her.
Yeah, and I got to dance with Tom.
That made
so
all
many
the
nice
difference.
people. Yeah. So Tim says it would be hard to keep all the ship's configurations straight. I always like the spoiler on the back. It's true. They took it off several of them though. So what was the one that we went on that we met? Those nicest people from Tennessee, Sherry and
Caribbean, wasn't it?
Dale.
Yeah, it's Caribbean.
Oh yeah, that one has it. Yeah. And the Sapphire did.
Yeah.
So yeah, we should look it up, Tim, and see. But if you're on a ship with that, definitely get up there. Oh, the Majestic is great for Alaska. It has the whole indoor viewing area.
The front, the Hollywood Sanctuary.
It's a conservatory.
Conservatory, sorry.
Yeah, that's really beautiful.
It's their version of the sanctuary. It's the only one that's not named the sanctuary.
Yeah, it is beautiful.
Yeah.
Is the Diamond Princess's name the sanctuary?
I think so.
I can't remember. Anyway. Hey Trisha, how are you? Tell Kiss no hi.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
She likes the older ships.
Here's some answers to
the exact
Tom's.
pickup location will depend on your specific cruise. Commonly used transfer points in Anchorage are the Ted Stevens Anchorage Airport and the Anchorage Train Depot. Yeah, I knew the airport. Okay. So thanks for saying that, Sailor 365. But truly, if you have a travel agent, they can look at your booking and tell you. And if not, look like in your itinerary, you're like
the travel summary will say exactly where.
Yeah, but like the itinerary, don't they always add that to it for you?
If you've chosen that, yes.
So
the
Egan Center.
So
well, there you go.
Yeah.
I'm gonna write that down. The Egan Center.
And
thanks,
see,
Darlene
is saying it's Egan. Then Tom is on the Grand Princess July 8th. So
no, I bet you it is then, because like I know that for the I know where the pickup is for a lot of the tours out of Southampton. If you want to get it like from the Victoria Coach station, like they have very specific directions like on where to be if you're going to Southampton on that transfer. So
yeah.
And it's the same week after week after week.
Lori from South Carolina. Oh, Eric's here.
Well, hello there, Eric. I hope you're still here. It sure is nice to see you.
This is 45 minutes ago.
Everybody, go follow Exploring with Eric if you don't.
Lulu Fun from Minnesota.
Let's see. Oh, and Tracy White from Perth, Western Australia. Any cruise ship is a good ship. You are right.
Oh, very much so.
And somebody else said something I think we missed. Oh, Jeffrey says, does the Grand have window suite on the Fiesta deck?
Because that's what he had on the Caribbean.
Let me look. Does Grand Princess have window suite on the Fiesta deck?
And Eric might be going on the Grand June 3rd.
Not sure yet. 14 nights. Well, that'd be fun. Yeah, lots of fun. That's awesome. Good for you.
Yeah. Now here's
the Virgin cruise I took had the most attentive and nicest cruise ever. The food was exceptional in every venue. The shows and entertainment were very different from other ships. Not my type. There you go. Thanks for adding that, Trisha. I've heard lots of people say the food is really good. So, most attentive and nicest cruise ever. That makes me happy. Really happy. Thanks for telling everyone that. So if you're thinking about Virgin, I would say Trisha recommends it. Listen to Tony's video about it. And somebody else talked about Virgin not too long ago too. Who was it?
Not sure.
It wasn't Dawn.
Was it?
We don't miss Tony and Dawn. We don't miss theirs. And then the others we try to catch as we can. Oh, maybe it was Gary.
Might have been Gary.
And we generally don't miss Gary. We try to keep up with him too.
Because he does do a lot of
stuff. I'm still falling behind though with his Egypt stuff. Yeah. I've fallen behind a little. I got to get caught up.
So Eric is asking Jeffrey if he ever books last minute. Jeffrey says, no, I got to work. And so Eric says, well, no, just retire. I retired at 34. But then he says, but that's why I'm poor. So
that's why we're still working here.
Yeah.
Yeah, Carnival versus Princess. Hey, Holly and Craig, it's nice to see you guys. Carnival is party, and you have to look for quiet. Princess is quiet, and you have to look for the party. Quiet is preferred. I like quiet, too. Yeah. I do. Not so quiet that you think, you might wake the dead if you sneeze, but yeah, 100% agree that. But Carnival is nice once in a while. It's just not as much as Princess, though. Yeah, so I'm really actually excited. If anybody wants to come, there's a lot of cabins left on the
which one?
On Carnival on November 5th.
Oh, okay.
I think it's Eastern Caribbean.
Weren't they all interior or were they?
Well, no. So I have an interior cabin because I have to book with the Dream Vacations group, and I dragged my feet that there was no balconies left. So I put in a request if one becomes available. But right now I'm stuck with an interior. But there's lots of balconies and interiors left to book on the ship. I just am supposed to be with the group, and they don't have any. So I'm hoping that by the time, otherwise I'll just still do sailaways. I just won't be in the cabin. Let's see. I like Carnival and Royal Caribbean, but not. Did you say you don't like NCL? And I'm about to love. You're gonna love Princess, Darlene. I just know you are. You're gonna love Princess. Yeah. Let's see. Oh, you found your survey buried in the spam folder. There you go. I got a survey for her April cruise. Also got reminders when I didn't answer right away. There you go. Well, that's good. Maybe they're working on it.
Yeah.
I think Gary B is an expert at knowing which line and ship is best for the experience he is looking for. I think so too. He is so widely cruised, and he's done them all enough times that he's got it. Yeah, you're absolutely right. I like that you say that. Does anyone else like watching the ship cam on the web? Yes, he does.
It's been a while, and hear what Jeffrey is saying that they're not working as much as they used to.
Oh, really? Are you finding that?
I haven't looked lately, but the last time I looked, it was having a hard time. So, and of course, that's
I feel like
maybe based on their internet.
Was that maybe in March? I don't know, or February?
We'll have to look.
Because truly, he did used to say to me more often, guess where the yada yada princess is? And then he'd say, come and look.
Well, I think it's because I've been busy chasing all of our stuff here with
that's
and
true.
My new job.
But we'll have to look at that here. I'm going to look down the webcams and ships. All righty. Oh, we take all the different cruise lines. I know you guys are awesome. Trisha and Kisno, they do. They just take all of them. She agrees there are things we like on all of them. Only thing is beware of spring break. It will be crowded and lots of kids. That's excellent. Yeah. If you want, not March and half of April. Unless it's we're really hopeful with our Eclipse cruise that goes April 3rd, because it's 10 days. So, and it booked really fast. So I'm hoping that it's not just packed. Oh, Diane says on Princess, if you like peanut butter cookies, just ask. They have them set aside properly to protect those with allergies.
Oh, okay.
I bet you're right, because they used to have them all together. I remember that. So I'm glad they're being more careful for all those people that need that. to call those peanut butter cookies. I like that. think myself and sister took. I like that. See, we're gonna be like doing those cookies from the start, Lori.
Yeah.
Ruth's Chris always has a way to have consistent quality throughout the world. You would think cruise ships could too. You would think so, wouldn't you? That's a really good point, cruising for one. Yeah, I think I've only eaten at Ruth's Chris twice. I'm trying to remember. One time was in Washington, D.C. I've eaten there twice, actually, in Washington, D.C. Where else? I don't know, but there's somewhere else. And you're right. You're right. You would think that they would be able to just have it across the board.
Yeah, and I had it on a business trip one time.
And I wonder, like, why they don't.
Yeah.
Like, what's so hard about that?
Yeah.
You know, because everywhere you go in the world, there's a certain grade of beef. Everywhere you go in the world, like, a lot of dishes should be standard. I don't know. Lolita Loca did a cruise casino experiment to see if they got a free cruise, and they did. That's true. I remember that when he did. Yeah, and I don't remember how much he said he did. I remember on when we were on that vloggers cruise that somebody was asking the group, because they gamble like more than I would. Well, I do 0, so that's not a good measure. But they were asking different ones. I don't remember. But they were saying, like, how much do you bring every time? And Tony was one. I wish I would have videoed that. I think, did he say $1,000 or $1,500?
Something like that, yeah.
Something like that per cruise. And so there's a point of reference. He said
Yeah.
that's how much he budgets per cruise for the casino. So I remember that. Who are those other people? Sharon at Sea. I feel like they did more than that. And I can't remember what Don said. I don't remember the others.
I don't know. Yeah, Don.
Let's see. Oh, hey, Meet. I like your picture there. For people who like to gamble, if you gamble on the ship, the casino host will stick a piece of paper under your door on the second to last day with the offer that you have earned. Thank you. Here, I'm taking a picture of that, Meet, so I can tell people that. Is that okay? Okay, thank you. Because if I go look for it later, I'll have a hard time finding it. Did you ever get through the casino? Oh, you know what? So the next day I called up and I was on hold again. No, I didn't. So the next day I called again and was on hold, and the guy I was booking it for called me. And so I saw his name and I was like, I'll just put it on hold. So I put the call on hold because I knew they weren't going to answer. Yeah. And he's like, I got through. And so he got it. So, which makes me really happy. They were able to get it. And I know that, like, when you do those for a free interior, like, they were able to pay like not that much and get a balcony. So it worked out really well for them. So I was really glad. Thank you for asking me. Does Princess offer a late evening buffet? Holland America offers a late evening buffet. Hey, Jason. You know what? Princess's buffet usually closes, I want to say
10?
Around 10.
Mm-hmm.
And so after that, they don't. They always have the International Cafe.
Right.
Now, when we go on the Island Princess in October, they don't have an International Cafe, but somebody was saying something about they have some snacks out somewhere. I'll have to find that and show you guys, but they don't have a late night buffet. And usually the pizza is open till like 9 out by the pool till 9 or 10.
Yeah.
I feel like it used to be open later
and
before
the
COVID, like till 11 or something.
And the hot dogs and hamburgers up there, aren't they up till 8 or 9?
Yeah.
By the pool.
Yeah. So if you want to eat something, like, take extras back to your cabin, or you know what, they do have room service, and it's nice on Princess. Room service doesn't cost yet,
right?
So, and they have quite a few things that you can choose.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know, I feel like I hear lately that the delivery times are still like quite a while.
Yeah.
So, like, right when you get back to your cabin, order what you want to eat in an hour. That's what I did when I was on the Discovery Princess. I got a cheese plate every night and a plate of fruit.
Oh, you got it every night?
Yeah, I just topped myself.
Good.
I read a very nice book about Marjorie Merriweather Post. And
good.
Yeah. Okay, Darlene, you take good care. Thank you for everything you do too. You guys are wonderful. Let's see, we'll get going here. Oh, thank you very much, Jason, and happy Mother's Day to all of you here. If you didn't hear me say it earlier, happy Mother's Day. Hope you all have a lovely weekend with that. Princess has a late evening buffet at the International Cafe on board in the Piazza. Thank you. Yeah, that's what I think of. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I haven't seen as many salads lately. I'm excited to look next time I go Desserts. Yeah, they do. They have those paninis, salads, some just like sandwiches too, as well as paninis. Yeah, the quiches. Yeah. So it's just not what you think of when you think of a buffet where you walk up and help yourself to several things. But I guess in Holland America, they serve you too. So you just point out what you want. So yeah, I'm excited about it. I really like Eddie Bauer. I worked for them in the 80s. Did you really? I have like an Eddie Bauer coat that I bought like when we moved here from Southern California in 1995. And I still have that coat. I still love that coat. So I washed it enough times. It's not quite as warm as it was when I started, but I can't get rid of it. I just love that coat. It's it's the one I use if I'm like dashing down to the grocery store or something really quick and I'm in a hurry.
So Heidi and a few others have been going back and forth about, and I guess Heidi's not done a cruise and thought it wasn't in her budget. Right. But some people have said, well, look for off-season inside cabin.
Yeah, and just save your money. Like Gordon and I, and you know what? Remember that things come along at different times in life. We've been married since 1986. We went on our first cruise in 2014. So that was a long time without going on a cruise.
And our second cruise was our 30th anniversary.
But you are really welcome to always be here with us and talk about it. So then when the chance comes, you will know what to do.
See, Debbie says do drop and go.
Yeah, those are good. And you know what? There are some websites. I wish I could remember. Like Google last minute cruises or something like that. There are some websites that will literally, they do have some that are last minute and are much cheaper.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. And somebody at work was asking me, and I said, well, try a California coastal repositioning. Because sometimes those are a little bit, they're shorter and they're cheaper.
But then you have to fly home.
Yeah.
But you have to fly anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah. Let's see. Does anyone have suggestions for binoculars for an Alaskan cruise? I ordered some from Amazon and they were terrible, but I returned immediately. What's the brand of those ones we have we really like?
I don't remember.
We'll look, Mead. We've had some we really liked for quite a while.
Yeah, I think it's a standard brand. So the Zarates are here. Thank you for helping us.
Hi there, Veronica. Yeah. It's so nice to see you and Rick. Oh, I am so excited they're coming. Yeah, they're going to try a guaranteed balcony. I hope it's okay. Otherwise, we'll just be in the piazza a lot together. But yeah. I'm excited. I'm really excited that they're going to come. So, and hopefully it'll be good. Hopefully it'll be just a great balcony. Hey, Adam. Well, we just love you back. Thanks for being here with us. Thank you. So we're happy to have you. Is Carnival a really rough crowd? So you know what, I'll tell you once I've been on there. But you know what, one thing to remember, Heidi, is everybody says that like the 3-day cruises like out of LA are like they call it a booze cruise because everybody is on there, and it seems like maybe that's a rougher group because people are just drinking so much. But you know what, I don't think that they're all like that because we got great Let's Go family members who love to go on them, who love to go on Princess. Yeah. And it seems to me that if they were just on a ship that everybody was always drunk and fighting, they wouldn't like that. So Debbie says it can be. So yeah, I think it depends on what you choose. And definitely like if you pick a 3-day cruise over like a holiday weekend or something, I bet you maybe they would have a little more trouble. But like Debbie says, Carnival is just a younger crowd. I've never had problems and had a good time. And I know like our Holly and Craig have been on Carnival. Steve and Bev have been on Carnival. They're like our age-ish. Yeah. I don't know how old everybody is, but same age range here. And they thoroughly enjoy it too. So when you think you find when you want to book, ask here. And all the people that have been will be able to say, that sounds great. Or like, and I'll know a lot more after I go as well. But yeah. Hey, Maria, good to have you with us. Going on your first cruise on the Sapphire to Alaska. Good. Well, you're welcome. If you think of any questions, Maria, let us know. Okay. Let's see. Betty says, oh, she has binoculars she really likes. Celestron Nature XDED. And they're 10 by 50s. So I don't know, Mead, if that would help you. I will look and see what brand ours are as well. The Victoria coach, the same as the tube station. Well, you know what? The one that Victoria, the one that is called the Victoria Coach Pickup for the transfer, they have a really specific address that they tell you in reference to like Buckingham Palace, I want to say. I haven't looked at it for a little bit, but they have like they tell you very specifically where to be, what time to be there, what time the coach is going to leave, and that they're not going to wait for you, like the shuttle. So I could try to see if it's the same as the coach.
I'll get down to it, but C. Lombard said they bought Bushnell. That's what we have.
That's it. Thank you.
Bushnell.
Thank you very much, C. Lombard.
Yeah.
Okay, Victoria Coach, same as the tube station. I'll look at the map and see. Okay, same as the tube station. Okay, it's a sanctuary on the Diamond Princess. Oh, it is. Thanks for looking.
Not wheelchair accessible.
Yeah, I remembered that about it because I remember Jeffrey was saying that they have, that it is on the Caribbean Princess accessible. Hey, Barb, why do so people talk about the Crown Princess? Leaving on the 23rd, want lots of information. Well, you know what, my dear? Every time somebody sends me an update about the Crown, I talk to you about it. I think people... And I think this because it's just how I was before I was doing this, is like people get really excited to go on their cruise. They go on their cruise. They have a fantastic time. They're busy having a lovely time. And so they don't take time then. We do have a few Let's Go family members that do. But then they get home and then you get back to being busy with life and work and or whatever it is you do with your time when you're not on a cruise ship. And then they just kind of forget. And so I'll remind everyone tomorrow to tell us about the Crown Princess.
Okay.
About any of the ships. But I think that's probably why people are so kind. I don't think that they willingly forget. I think, you just get back being busy again.
So, and they're also asking Heidi about, do you have any family or friends that can go on a cruise? Well, here's Heidi's.
In fact, friends and family are telling me the ship will run out of food. Oh my gosh, no, Heidi. No. But you know what? You're not the first person that has had family or friends tell them like, no, it's not safe. Don't do that.
Yeah, it's a petri dish. And
you know what, Heidi, I don't know if you can tell this about me, but I'm a worrier. And so if it was not like so safe, there's no way I would do it. Like no way. And so you don't have to worry. They're not going to run out of food. They're surely not going to sink. And every once in a while, there's a plumbing issue here and there, but they fix it and they take care of you.
Yeah.
So don't you worry. And it's rare. It's rare. Like if I come on here and say there's a plumbing issue, that doesn't take into account like how many cruise ships are sailing everywhere in the world and how many people are in cabins that don't have trouble. So don't worry.
Tom says the Victoria Tube versus Coach Station as a tube station is with national. No, regarding the Victoria Tube, they're close.
They're close. They're close. There you go, Lori. So yeah, look up if you're going to use that too. Just have your travel agent tell you or look at your summary if you're going to use that. And it tells you, it's like, I can't remember the address, but they give you an address of where to be when. Exact time they want you there half an hour before that shuttle goes. And they tell you exactly when to be there and when it's leaving. So boarding pass for the Eurodam is now final. It's a barcode, but still no boarding time. I noticed there's no boarding time yet. I'm just going to go early, Rhonda. So you can come early. How are you going to get there? I'm going to, we're just going to take the,
there it is.
We're just going to take the shuttle from the airport to get over there. And we're going to be there first thing in the morning. We're going to be there by like 8.
Yeah.
Because, when you get there to use the shuttle, they like put you in order generally by first come, first serve. And at the Seattle airport, every time we have been there before, they always did it that way. And so we're going to get there so that we can be in the line to get on the ship. So
apparently Veronica and Rick are dry this evening.
They do a shot every time you go. There you go. You sweetheart, Veronica. You guys are fun. Let's see. Thank you. Yeah. Budget it. Look for great deals and you'll be forever hooked.
Yeah.
You've got this. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. And like if you need a side hustle, do it. Like Gordon has a side hustle. He does. He has a good job. He has a really good job, actually. He has a side hustle. And it's not YouTube and it's not So no. Yeah, just think of a way to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll be glad you did it. Let's see. Probably wonder what that is. He does computers for someone.
Yeah.
All right. Short cruises are fine, but they're very different from longer cruises. Everyone tries to get it all in a short time.
Yeah.
So in my opinion, a good experience, but different than if a 7. Yeah, Heidi and everyone listening, I agree with Jeffrey. It's good to do. And like Debbie says, yeah, like Jeffrey told Debbie, it's a good idea to do a 7-day cruise. I think you get a better everything. In regards to spa day, I make my own spa day in my room. I take sheet masks and I sit out on the balcony, and Rick keeps my glass full. I love that. I love that. You don't have to go to the spa. It just, as you said that, I just thought of like relaxing in the sunshine on the balcony. Isn't that the best feeling?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, and when either, like, I'll go up for breakfast and then I'll try to bring her back some
Diet Coke.
Yeah, definitely that. You know, or if one of us runs up, the other one looks for the cookie. Whether we look for the cookies to bring back. So
yeah, I always make them go to the International Cafe because, like, in a 7-day cruise, usually twice they will have almond croissants.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, and
Lori's got to go to bed. Good night, Lori.
And here's he talks about Plum.
Oh, Plum.
Plum
Thank you for saying that. That's a really good one for last minute cruises. He does. He uses that.
Yeah.
Thanks for saying that.
Here's Sea Lombard talking about their Bushnell.
Thank you.
Yep.
Yeah, Bushnell, and we've had ours a long time. They're really good for several years. Yeah. Let's see, everybody. Oh, Betty did the 3-day out of LA on Carnival, and I love that. And the people were lovely. See, I love that. And you know what? I think that honestly, you can get somebody that's a pill on any ship, and maybe more than one pill.
Oh, yeah.
You get a lot of really nice people. I think on any ship, on any cruise line, just get a whole lot of nice people. Thomas, Victoria Tube versus Coach Station. Tube Station is with National Rail Station, but the two are close. Okay. Thanks, Thomas. Yeah. Okay, the first few sailings after the restart, we were happy on Carnival, but found the people just too loud. We had loud, drunk people in the hallway recently, not even earplugs would cover up. Yeah, that's too bad. I'm sorry, Holly. That's not good at all. I think our society is changing a lot. Let's see. I even have a blog post on. He does. Yeah. Thank you, Jeffrey. He does. So once you get a go, Heidi, or anybody, like everybody read that. And you know what? This is funny, but I have read it more than once because sometimes I want to be like, am I missing something? Something I should be remembering. So thanks, Jeffrey, for writing that. And Rhonda says she's got a private shuttle. Oh, so you don't have to wait for the bus to be full. Well, look at you. Good thinking. Yeah. That's really good. Considering the hop on, hop off bus in Seattle when we return, our flight's not until 4:30. No, Mary, I think that's a good idea because they'll take care of your luggage for you. So you can go do, see the hop on, hop off bus thing. And there's no sense to go to the airport and just sit there for hours. I think it's a great idea.
Oh, look at it.
Oh, wait. I was thinking of you doing it through the ship. At least on Holland America, they offer it as an excursion.
Right.
When we return. That's what I was thinking about when I said, they'll take care of your luggage. But I think Seattle is also, I've not heard anybody say this year, but historically, they have that service where they will take your bag from when you put it out at your room at night, and then you don't see it till you're home. To your home baggage claim. And so you don't have to worry about it for the whole day while you do the hop on, hop off. Hey, Kathleen, nice to have you with us. Oh, you flew to Seattle today. On the Discovery Princess on Sunday. Oh, you lucky lady.
Well, there's a few others that'll be there with you.
Yeah. Yeah. So really excited. Let us know. Yeah. Let us know.
She says that excursion is through Princess.
Yeah, that's what I would do.
And rail to the airport. So
they don't just take you to the airport?
That's interesting.
Yeah, usually they just take you to the airport.
Now, someone mentioned today on our Facebook that basically said, please do not recommend the light rail in Seattle to people because a lot of homeless people are using it as a home.
I've told people this before.
Yeah, but I mean, they were saying today that you'll even have people sitting there doing drugs while you're riding it. And it was fairly...
Go to Sierra Loop Facebook group. If you do Facebook and you're not in our group, go join us and Gordon will let you in. Just click the join thing. Would like to have you with us. And people share so much good information there. Yeah. And you know what? They share so much. I can't share it all here. I try every once in a while. I pick something that's like, but there is so much really good information there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you're going to
Alrighty. Oh, the Knitters and Natters group is not listed on your Ruby cruise. Anyone having like giving? Oh, you know what? I don't think it's very hard. Talk to the cruise director. Don't I can't remember why I know that, but like your first day on, if it's not listed, you go talk to the cruise director. I've heard it's not hard to get it added. That's what people have told me. You just get it added right in. So that's what I would do. Golden Fire 5. Yeah, right when you get on, go talk to them. Yeah. Let's see.
Oh, we talked about the drunk people.
I think we've pretty much.
We only fight. And Jeffrey's still here, and it's 10:30. What time is it for you there?
It's late at night.
10,
it's
10,
Friday.
4.
We should go soon. Loves the luggage service. I wish they had the same thing for boarding the ship. You know, they do have that where they'll pick it up at your house and then they take it to the ship for you, but it's expensive.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, I want to say like $298 a bag domestic. I don't know. I can look it up, Jeffrey, if you want to know. A long, long time ago, I mentioned it in a video, like a really long time ago. And somebody said that they had theirs taken. They were doing it internationally and it got lost.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm guessing that you're like we are and probably wouldn't pay for that. It'd just be better to buy a plane ticket. But yeah. Yeah. You're welcome. Oh, Holly, you and Craig take good care. Is everybody else going?
We're at the end.
Okay. Thanks, you guys. Thank you all for coming. Thanks for a fun Friday night. I can't think of anything I'd rather spend Friday night doing. So thanks, everybody. Thanks. Thank you, Holly and Craig. Thank you all. So tomorrow is Saturday. So we will see you again on Monday, but we'll have a video tomorrow. Thank you, Patty. Thank you very much. And thank all of you. Let's see. Thanks and a happy Mother's Day once again to all of you. And thank you very much. May God bless all you sweet mothers, all you ladies. Thank you. You have a blessed evening too. Thank you. You guys are wonderful. Take good care.
Yeah.
Alrighty. We'll be talking to you all again really soon. You all take really good care. God bless you. Love you. Bye-bye.